Gentlemen, this is China. No, this is Great Qing, which will eventually become China once we're through with it. This China, however, will be done a little differently than the Chinas you're used to. Today, we're going to grow exponentially by abusing and misusing the construction sectors of other countries. That's right, with the power of foreign investments, we're going to grow exponentially at other people's expense. Yet, before we begin today's video, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to like, subscribe, and most importantly, leave a comment telling me what your favorite company is and why. I'd also like to thank each and every one of my supporters who have stuck with me this whole time, especially my newest Patreon and YouTube members, Tidian or Tidian, Cole, and Ian. You guys are truly kings. Thank you so much. Anyhow, enough rambling, this intro has gone on long enough. Let's get into the video. Hello everybody and welcome to Great Qing, the ultimate petri dish. I cannot tell you how much I use this country to test out a whole bunch of new things. And today, we're going to be doing something extremely bonkers, something that nobody else has really done before. This is something that, it's a perfect experiment to see just how far we're going to be able to go here. And, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking advantage of foreign investment rights. Now, by this point, maybe you've heard about it already, particularly through Reddit, but again, you probably got it from my video, to be honest, so yeah, it pretty much all comes back to my experiments, with Great Qing. I believe in my experiment, I ended up showcasing, maybe 4,000 buildings. We're going to try for a heck of a lot more than 4,000 buildings, that is for certain. So, for this playthrough, we are going to aim for colonization first. That's going to be our number one goal. The reason why is because we're going to want as many interests as humanly possible, as fast as humanly possible. The faster we can get interests down, the faster we can start pulling things in, the faster we can start getting our trade started, especially if we swap off to mercantilism as fast as possible. Now, we're going to do our best to become very, very friendly with most countries, except Burma and Siam. And I guess maybe Japan, because you can't really make any treaties with them anyways, so it's not that particularly important. Nepal as well, you know what, we're going to throw them in there. Kalsaraj you can definitely deal with, and Dainam, I know for a fact you can definitely deal with, so no, do not mess with them. With Britain, you want to be friend. Russia, you want to be friends. Spain, sure, why not, let's be friends. Denmark, why not, let's be friends, whatever. You're there, might as well. You know, British East India Company, sure, why not. Dutch East Indies, sure, why not. I mean, they're there. And you're not really going to be accruing a huge amount of infamy anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to actually go in and we're going to move our interests from Japan and Indochina to Rhine and North Germany. And the reason why we're going to do North Germany instead of, say, like Danubia first is because we're going to actually spread our lovely investment rights around as much as humanly possible to as many different countries as possible. And North Germany has quite possibly the most amount of countries per capita in its interest rate. Now that we got that set, we're going to swap off to medium taxation. How about services, liquor, opium, that sounds good. Low government wages, I would say medium military wages for now. We might swap off to low later, believe it or not. I would actually, at the very beginning of the game, do something that is not fully advisable for most people, but for this playthrough, privatize your logging camps. The reason why is because you're going to want your companies to buy them up before everybody else gets enough money to start buying them up off of you. And it will help you in the short term. It will keep you from, running into issues with your capitalists having absolutely no money. And that's what I've discovered. If I don't do this, it becomes a bit of a problem later on. For now, we're going to continue using wooden frame buildings, and we're going to build a boatload of pretty much every major state that has iron in it. We're going to be building our lovely, lovely, lovely construction sectors in. And we're just going to go absolutely ham. Maybe not Urga, maybe Hebei, that'll be better. And the goal is 300 construction by 1841. Yeah, I guess technically 1840, but 1841 is a good number. And 300 is a good, nice round number. You can definitely go for higher. If you're willing to go into major debt spending early on, you could definitely go for higher. But for this run, no, we're not going to do that. Now, here comes the most interesting part about this guide, is going to every single country and giving them investment rights. Now, you don't have to give them an obligation. You do not have to give them trade privileges. You don't have to give them military assistance. You can literally just run off of your current GDP, where everybody, I mean, we got a bigger GDP than everybody, so they're going to want to have investment rights with us. You're going to be around 70%, 55 to 70% for pretty much every single country in the game. So take advantage of it. And then just go around to countries that you think you can get it with. And can we get Luo Prabong? Yep. Look at that. You can even probably get money from them if you're willing to give up the diplomatic maneuvers or the influence to do so. So if you're willing to do that, yeah, take some money. Why not? A little extra money never hurt, right? It's only what, 12 influence. So yeah, it's not that bad of a deal. But again, every single country that you see on the map, every single one you're going to want to talk to, and if they're willing to give you money and you think it's worth it, take it. If it's $400 for 12 influence, hell yeah, why not? And it literally costs you nothing. You get it literally for free. Just take it, run with it. You might get it for the entire game, to be honest. Well, up until the point where you actually do the magic moment, but it's nice to have. Now, who else can we see? Oh, we can see Outtro. We're going to give them investment rights, and we can even take a little money, but it's not worth it. It's only $100. I'm not giving up 12 for $100. No way. No. Everybody else does not appear to want to give us money. Oh, you do. Yay, money. Yeah, $300 for 12. Sure, why not? That is worthwhile in my books. Now, nope, that's a 30, but that's okay. That's a guarantee. We like the guarantees. Guarantees are always a good thing. And we'll do it with Kiva as well. Very nice, very nice. Everything's looking good on this front. Investment rights, 30. Beautiful. Chitral, 30. Beautiful. How about Ladakh? You know what? Ladakh's going to disappear, but what I've noticed is if they build in you and they finish the building before they get conquered, you get to keep the building that they created. I'm not even kidding about that. You get to keep it. Oh, don't get you, though. How about Bhutan? You willing to deal with me, Bhutan? Nope. There's a reason why I'm okay with rivaling the Nepal, Sikkim, and Bhutan. I don't think you can ever really deal with them. They kind of hate your guts the entire game. Ooh, can I get some money from you? No, I cannot. Whatever. Go away, then. But how about Britain? Now, this is the most important country to give investment rights with. If you do not give Britain investment rights, they will start the Opium War with you, and they will come after you, and they will completely damage your gameplay. It is something that is such a pain in the butt if you have to deal with it. It's not just Great Britain, actually. You will also probably want to make a deal with the Ottoman Empire, because guess what? If you actually make a deal with Great Britain, the Ottoman Empire will do the Opium War, and again, you don't really want to deal with the Opium War. It's not worth it. There's no real benefit for you. You can't... I mean, you could probably get recognition by attacking the Ottoman Empire this super duper early on, especially since they hit you by themselves, and you might even be able to draw in France or Russia and get, like, recognition within, like, 1 year of the game. But, yeah, you still have pretty much just irregulars. I don't even think you have line infantry yet. No, we don't even have line infantry yet. In fact, let's, maybe we should beeline for that next. Yep. We're going to go line infantry, and then afterwards we're going to go for railways. For this gameplay, you need railways. If you do not get railways right away, you are going to run into some serious problems. So yeah, line infantry, then railways after colonization. You might even be able to skip colonization entirely. In fact, for this playthrough, you might want to just skip colonization, go straight for line infantry, and then railways. Colonization is just to make it a little easier so you have a little more trade overall. That's for when you get mercantilism, though. Right now, we're stuck on the Canton system. That kind of sucks. But until then, yeah, that is definitely something you're going to want to do. For now, what we're going to do, and this is very specific to the current game, is we're going to unpause, and then we're going to wait for our interest to move over. All of the deals that we've made right now, they don't disappear when the interests move over. So what's going to happen is, after we unpause... Oops, I don't even have my spacebar set back up. Let's get that set. Boom, boom. Okay, now, unpause, and there we go. Look at all of these deals we're getting. Holy moly, that's a lot of deals. Woof. It is definitely coming in. We've already got 16 treaties. That's quite a lot, I'm not going to lie, but we're not done yet. You're probably also going to notice that we haven't actually picked a law yet. We haven't even bothered putting any governments into our system yet. We could try to exile our liberal government and hope that it creates a peasant movement. In fact, I'm going to try that right now. Nope, it created a liberal movement that's not particularly useful to us at this point. We need a peasant movement, but the reason we can't get rid of the rural folk to get a peasant movement is because he's a traditionalist, and you cannot exile the traditionalist because the ideology is the same as our leader, which sucks, which means you have to rely on RNG to get a peasant movement with the literati, and if you can't get it for your exile, it's like 5% chance to happen. You're stuck waiting for the peasant movement to spawn by itself, and then you can go for tenant farmers, and then you can go for all the other stuff. What we're going to do at this point, however, is we're going to unpause and continue until the end of the month here. Now, we've got the interest moved over. You see we're in the Rhine now, we're in Germany. Let's start doing some deals with the Rhine. Can I get some money from France? No, I cannot. How about Belgium? Belgium's a little hard to get. Oh, nope, I got lucky. We got it right away. I guess because we have such a high GDP, that's good, because Belgium is one of the best countries in the game to give investment rights to. Netherlands doesn't like me. Well, be that way, Netherlands. You're a jerk. I don't like you anymore anyways, so be that way. Meanie. Okay, how about this? Can I get some money from Sweden? No money from Sweden. And when I say every single country, I mean every single country we are going to be giving investment rights to, and I'm not even kidding about that. Every tiny little speck that you see on the map, you're going to try to give investment rights to. It doesn't matter how big or small they are, every little country out there still has 10 construction that they can use on you. Not even kidding. They don't have to be gargantuan countries to be useful for investment rights. Every little speck out there gets a bare minimum of 10 construction, and if they think that you're more profitable, they're going to build in you, and they're not going to build on themselves. So that is definitely worth doing. The catch to doing this type of gameplay is your capitalists are going to be starved out of the market temporarily. At the same time, you're going to have so much of your arable land used up. The AI has a nasty habit of overbuilding arable land stuff, like tobacco and other plantations. So, yeah, you're gonna run out of arable land very quickly, even as Qing, with this gameplay guide. But it is 100% worth it in the end, because not only are they going to be building plantations in your country, they're going to be building industry in your country. If the industry is worth more for them to build, they're going to build it. It's just that simple. At the same time, the larger countries like Austria, Bavaria, Prussia, France, they can build railways in your country before you even have the technology. And that, my friends, is huge. It all builds up over time. It all leads to a bigger GDP, and it all works out. So now we can move this down. We'll go to, I guess, the Balkan. No, we'll do Danubia, actually. And then we'll try to give it to Italy, and then we'll give it to Serbia, Wallachia. And then when we're done with that, we'll go to La Plata, and then we'll go to United States, and then we'll go to Africa. I think there's 3 countries on the Horn of Somalia that you can do the interest with. You can do it with Orania, Transvaal, Zulu, Gaza. You can do it with all of the Arabian Peninsula. You can do it with all of Persia and Afghanistan and Pakistan. Yeah, there's a lot of countries out there, and your goal is to turn this number of treaties into 60, 100, whatever you can get your hands on. Just go ham. Just go absolute ham. And you might even want to come back later and retry with countries that you failed with. Remember, you only had a 55% to 70% chance, so if you come back and you try again later, I mean, you can get more treaties, and that is the goal. You want as many treaties as you want. Why do you want as many treaties as you want? Well, my friends, let's go over to the foreign queue section. Right now, we only have 2 queues at the moment, but look at all the potential countries that we have that can build in our country. And already we have Ulijus and Kunduz building in our country. 2 tiny, insignificant countries. Yeah, they're queued up right now, but over time, this becomes absolutely bonkers. It goes absolutely ham very, very quickly, and your GDP will grow exponentially as a result of that.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Alright, I'm being a little bit of a cheeky boy right now because I didn't want to show you me going through every single country to give them treaties. There were so many countries to go through. I actually got 86 countries in total to give me foreign investment treaties. And let me show you what it means. Go to the buildings tab, go to the construction, go to foreign queues. Now take a look at this. 77 queues in my country right now. Yeah, a lot of them are the arable land, but look, we also got artillery foundries being set up, we got logging camps being set up, we got opium plantations being set up, we got, anything else good? A lot of artillery, apparently. Logging camps, trade centers, we got coal mines. Yeah, there's a lot being built right now, but here's the catch. It does say 77 foreign queues, but, we are getting like 4 construction in every one of them, but how much do you think is actually being built at the moment, okay? We have 52 construction that accounts for 3 buildings, but from the foreign queues we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 buildings being built actively on top of the 3 buildings that we're building right now, for a total of 43 buildings all at once. Now, again, it's not full construction, like they're only putting, what, like, I guess they're putting about 10 construction into this one by the looks of it. Yeah, it says so right there. 10 construction, 5.8, 5.7. So it's not like a perfect amount, but bare minimum, you're getting 2 to 5 construction, or even 2 to 10 construction for every single building. That's 400 extra construction on top of what we're already putting out there of 52 construction. That might not sound like a whole heck of a lot, but at the beginning of the game, that is gargantuan. And it increases your GDP over time. That might not sound like a lot either, but again, when you play normally, I think the best I was capable of doing at an 1841 was 100 GDP. I think 110 was my absolute best. Well, without even doing anything special, without even doing my absolute best, I'm able to hit 130 million GDP by running this through with foreign investments for a total bonus of 20 million GDP over 5 years. That is $20,000 just from minting alone, by the way. Just the minting alone. We're not even counting all the extra money that you're getting from the from your taxes when you swap off to per capita taxation. No, we're not even talking about that. We're just talking about minting alone. That's 20,000 extra dollars. That's what, 4 or 5 extra construction right there. That's a big difference. And again, by following through, it's definitely a big help. I just realized something. Because I'm skipping ahead, I forgot to tell you that when the peasant movement does spawn, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into, I guess probably your taxation system, and you're going to want to click on consumption-based taxation. You're then going to want to cancel it right away, and that will allow you to use the peasant movement to either go for tenant farmers or homesteading. In this run, I decided to go for homesteading because, I mean, the stall chance doesn't really matter because the peasant movement is so powerful and relevant. It goes all the way up to 35% that it's very, very easy to get done. I forgot to tell you that at the beginning. I know I'm kind of chopping things up quite a lot here. I'm actually having to do a lot of reshoots here, so I'm sorry about that, guys. And I got homesteading already. Dang, that's pretty darn good. What we're going to do after homesteading is... we're actually not going to go for any of our cultural citizenship. We're not going to change to wealth voting right away. Wealth voting is a little too difficult at this point in the game, even with the liberal movement that we have. What I've discovered is a little bit better is because of the low stall chance for interventionism just from the absolutist movement alone, it's better to go to a country like, say, Austria or Prussia and just give them trade privileges. It doesn't matter. you know what, it hurts a little bit, but they don't even have access to you with the Canton system anyways. And then get your interventionism. Maybe you have to give up an obligation. That's fine. You might even want to get them to transfer some stuff to you just for free, whatever. I mean, it's not going to cost you any convoys, so you might as well go for the 22% gut shots, 80% there. And we got it. Now that we have that, we can swap off and immediately go for interventionism. Again, 10% is not a huge chance, but it's not an awful chance, especially if you're lucky like I am and you have 0% stall. If you manage to maintain at 0% stall, you will very easily be able to get interventionism. You might just have to wait for a couple successes, or you might have to wait for a couple debates that will raise the success rate. And yeah, without the stall, 10% really isn't that bad. It really isn't. It looks bad, but it's not that bad. Now, take a look at my GDP already. It's growing pretty steadily, wouldn't you say? I would say so. Yeah, with the huge amount of construction that we got coming in, it's only going to keep growing. Yeah, we're losing money. That's fine. And we already got a 10% success on interventionism. There's no reason to go for romanticism as Great Qing. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you now. There's no reason. Take the 10% gut shot if you can keep the stall percent low, which is not hard because, I mean, the scholar officials are relatively happy anyways, and even if they get really pissy at you, they don't hate interventionism all that much, so they're not even going to be against it. It's typically the absolutists that hate it, and they're rarely ever strong enough to actually become a pain in the butt anyways. Yeah, they're 14% relevancy, but they're not even angry enough to really go against it, so we're fine. It's fine. Look at that, 30% from interventionism already. I think we're going to get this law without even trying. Now, what you can do in the meantime, while you're building all of these lovely, lovely, lovely little construction sectors, is every now and then you could probably toss in a couple logging camps here or there. I have a bunch set up at the end, specifically because I'm worried that I'm going to forget about construction sectors if I don't pay attention to too closely. But you can always use the Alt button and then create one ahead of all the other stuff, just to keep the pricing down. I mean, we're already up at 10%. In fact, I'm going to start importing. I might even look to Russia, so that I can maybe get Russia to give me some wood. Would you be so nice, Russia? You got a lot of wood there, Russia. Come on, brah. I'll even get investment rates again. We don't have the we have too much going on here. We might have to rival somebody again. Ooh, who did I take the rivalry off of? I guess Siam. I don't remember taking it off of Siam. It must have automatically happened. I don't really want to mess with Dainom because we got a trade treaty with them already. Everybody else is fine. So which means I'm going to have to probably take something off of somebody. I guess it's probably all the money transfers or the improvements. I could probably take an improvement off. Let's do that right now. Austria, Great Britain. You know what? We'll take it off of Austria. And then we'll get back to Russia. And Russia. Give me. You want to give me some money? Yeah, give me some money. How much money you willing to give me? $300 for... Nah, it's not worth 50. I think this will be fine. This will be fine. You know what? I get the wood. They get the investment rights. Can I get some more wood? Nah. Ooh, I can get some hardwood, though. I could use a little bit of hardwood. There we go. Nope. I didn't want to swap it over. Darn game. Tricking me, man. Tricking me. I do want some hardwood, though. Give me. Beautiful. Thank you, Russia. Should I leave it for 5 years? I don't think they'll cancel it on me anyways. But again, that trade will be immense for me. And the reason why is because it will reduce that price of wood all the way down. And look at that, we're back in the positive just because we're not spending so dang much on wood. We can also start building up a little bit of bureaucracy here or there. Try to stay within the 0 range. You don't have to go over too much. You don't have to go under too much. Make sure you build it in areas that you have a lot of infrastructure in. And areas that have a big tax deficit. I typically do like Henan and Suzhou and Shandong. So, yeah, it's a good idea to spread it around. You don't have to just build construction all the way through. You'll get to 300 by 1841 no matter what. You know, keep things going so that you can keep on growing. And eventually, one thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put ports on Monopoly. The reason you're going to want to monopolize your ports, and you're going to want to do it relatively early, is because a lot of countries out there are really bad at building infrastructure. So because they cannot build railways, to continue building in your country. What they end up doing instead is they build a bajillion ports on your shoreline states, and then you're going to have states where you have like 200 ports, and you can't really afford that much. It's not even worth it for you anyways. It's only worth 3 infrastructure per port, and it screws up your merchant marines ratio. So that becomes like a minus 70%. You're not going to be able to make money on your ports. So it's better to not let the AI do that for you. Monopolize your ports. You'll be better off. Did I monopolize them? Yes, I did. Good. So monopolize your ports. You can do it relatively early, maybe the first couple years after you hit the 2,000 mark, or if you stay at the 2,000 mark, sorry. But yeah, just keep doing that and maintain all the way through the game until, you know, you go laissez-faire, and then you can maybe let them build ports. But by that point, you don't really care, so that's fine. Already we're at 92 million. We're doing very fantastic on this run, and we got our lovely colonization, which means another interest that we could put down. I'm going to leave on Indochina, to be honest, because that's where all my rivalries are. I don't want to lose those, but I do still want to keep going around and trying to give out more of these lovely investment rights. As you see, not every country that I talked to gave me investment rights last time, so we just keep trying, keep going. That's why I wanted the extra interest to be put down, because again, more interest means more people to talk to, and more people to talk to means more chance to give out investment rights. Just gotta make sure that these are in fact countries that do not have it already. There we go. You don't have it. You have it. Netherlands, you okay with me yet? No, you're okay. Good. Good. Saxony, and again, just keep going. You want as many treaties as possible. The more treaties, the better. It definitely adds up. I'll show you again before I cut to the next portion of the segment, okay? But just from what we have now, this is what I'm looking at. 94 queues, okay? And it's not all arable land. I know people complain about this method because they go crazy when it comes to arable land. However, it's not just arable land. You will get a lot of foundries built, particularly artillery foundries, because they are profitable for you at the beginning of the game, which means you can start building your cannon artillery right away. This is something you would not be able to do as Qing in the early game, particularly because you're probably not going to want to waste your construction on it. A lot of people do not enjoy building it themselves at this point in the game, but because the AI is doing it for us, we literally can just swap off and start using cannon artillery. If we become a professional army, which is something that you're going to probably want to do as a law eventually, you can literally put up a nothing but mobile cannons as your I guess you could probably still do lancers, but again, you have the option of using mobile cannons now because you're going to have so many artillery foundries in this country. Eventually they will swap off from artillery foundries to tool companies, because tools eventually become extremely expensive. In fact, in the early point of the game, a good idea is to deliberately increase the value of tools by making it so that your logging camps all around are using tools as much as possible. Even if you run into a deficit of tools, it's fine. And the reason why I say that is because, again, the higher the price, the more likely that they are to build the actual tools in your country for you. Same with textile mills. You want that to get up at a higher price. You want your textile mills, you want your furniture, you want your tools to all be high priced, and you don't want to build them yourself. You want to let the AI build it for you, and then you can take it from them later. That's all. That's just something that you're going to want to do. It leads to the proper growth that you're looking for. You don't just want them to build nothing but arable land in Yunnan, because they are going to fill up these opium plantations really quickly because they're very profitable. So Yunnan, Sichuan, and Guangzhou are going to run out of infrastructure almost immediately. They're the first 3 that kind of fill up. Ding, 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 ding.
After these messages,
Ding, 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 ding.
we'll be right back.
Interestingly enough, I got very unlucky with interventionism this run, but I got very, very, very lucky with mercantilism this run. Again, I don't know if I'm going to show you the setup earlier, but to get mercantilism, you just talk to Russia and you give them a treaty, and they'll give you a law commitment for mercantilism. And once you get the law commitment, you get that 10% chance to get it by enacting it, and you're effectively relying on luck at that point. Again, I got very unlucky with interventionism. I failed that one really, really quickly. But mercantilism, I'm succeeding this one very, very quickly. So it all kind of pans out in the end. Now, everything appears to be panning out on this front as well, because we're already 105 million GDP, which, believe it or not, is putting my minting in the rocket territory, and somehow, some way, that is keeping our balance very, very high, especially since we're now driving down prices of the logging camps. Typically, when it comes to logging camps, that's one of the main things that you're going to want to keep low at the beginning of the game is logging camps. The lower the price of the logging camps, the lower the price that you're going to be paying on your reserves when it comes down to actual construction. I am short 5 construction sectors. I do want a lovely 1, 2, 3, and what is even left? I guess Urga. Ugh, I don't want to do Urga. I don't like Urga, but I guess Urga, fine. And 1, 2. There we go, that's 5 in total. That'll put us at 300, the perfect even number. I just do it because it's a lovely even number. That's what I like, is lovely even numbers. Please give me mercantilism, though. That would be absolutely lovely. Yes, we got it. Beautiful. We can try for interventionism again. And then I don't have to contravene this anymore. Beautiful, beautiful. Go for interventionism once more. Lucky, lucky. Once more into the fray for us. And again, we're already earning recognition. Once you get a chance to, make sure to go around to every other country that you see out here and go through and see if they'll be willing to give you embassies. I already got it with France. I already got it with... Nope, I don't have it with Austria. That's weird. Hey, Austria, you want to give me some love? Nope, you don't want to give me some love. I'm going to have to wait 8 months before I get a chance to get some love from Austria. How about... I already got the Ottomans. How about Prussia? You want to give me some love, Prussia? Nope, no love from Prussia. We already got it from Britain. Already got it from Russia. How about US? Already got it from US. Well, I guess that's the most I can get for now. I will have to keep an eye on Prussia and Austria to get myself more embassies, because again, the faster you can get that recognition done, the better you will be, because then you can start debt spending without running into major financial issues. And the rest of the world will like you a lot more, and you'll be able to get better deals if you maintain early recognition. That is something that you're going to want to beeline very early in the game. So, yeah, the earlier it is, the better it is for you. So definitely make a chance for embassies if you get a chance to. Are we at 300 construction? I want my lovely even number here. Why are you fractional? Is it because of Urga? Yeah, it's got to be Urga. I shouldn't have built in Urga. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Now we're at 300. That's the number I like. That number there makes me happy. That's what I like to see. What I would also like to see is interventionism actually win for a change. In the meantime, we're going to keep a very close watch on Austria and Prussia. These ones are almost done. And once those are done, we're going to cancel them. And we're going to try again to see if we can get a little bit of love from them. 8 weeks to go. Okay, fine. I will wait. Ooh, 25% from interventionism. I'm liking that quite a lot. I'm forgetting to build, however. That is rookie maneuvers. Now, at this point, when you finally have 300 construction, you're going to want to start your tech rush. What is a tech rush? It's building a bajillion, and I do mean a lot, of universities all in a single state. Why only in a single state? Well, you effectively want the economy of scale to apply to every university that you build. And you can get your economy scale all the way up to plus 30% if you go for the paper company, which you probably should do as Qing. It is meta as Qing. It might not be meta for other countries, but it is definitely meta for Qing. So you're going to want to go for the paper company, and you'll get another 18 to 20% throughput on there for a whopping 50% throughput scale bonus on all of your numbers here. And your innovation will literally skyrocket. You will get so much innovation over time, and what you're working towards is not the innovation cap where you get to pick. Instead, what you're working towards is the over innovation cap bonus that you get to increase the amount of tech spread that you get. You want probably around 150 to 200 tech spread bare minimum. Right now we only have 27. We want that number to be around 150 to 200. In fact, you might even want to go higher. There are people out there who literally put 2,000 universities on a single state just to get the tech spread up as much as humanly possible. In fact, if you're playing multiplayer, you're probably going to want to do that just to get an advantage over other players. It is definitely something that you're going to want to look into. Tech rushing is super duper insanely important now, especially with all of the nerfs that's happened to tech recently. It is something that you're going to want to effectively take full advantage of. And because we are doing so much tech rushing, make sure to get some paper companies out there. If you don't get your paper company set up, you're going to run into some serious cost issues, particularly with the amount of goods for government buildings, especially because we are building a lot of bureaucracy to maintain the huge detriment that we're facing here, because that's a lot of unrealized taxes. There are guides out there where people are talking about going consumption tax as Qing just to avoid losing 1.2 million in unrealized taxes, because it literally goes up in smoke. In this current patch, that money disappears and it's gone forever. It is horrible, horrible, horrible. I hear they're fixing it for 110, and if that's the case, then Qing immediately becomes ultra powerful, because all that money goes back into the standard of living, and with that money back in the standard of living, you can tax the hell out of it, and it makes it a heck of a lot easier for you to make enough money to actually survive. For now, though, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good, although why am I still bolstering the peasant movement? I'm going to take that off right now. That might have been a goofy mistake. However, what am I going to do here? I'm going to let them build that. I'm going to let the AI build that for me. Again, let's take a look at our construction over here. 116 queues now, my friends. And we got railways being built in our country, which means that now that we have railways being built in our country, we want to subsidize them because we actually want it to work. We want them to build railways in our country. We want it bad. So bad. Because that is our infrastructure until we can learn railways. So that is definitely something you want to encourage. You want them to build those railways. And again, you're going to lose so much arable land as a result of all this. But don't you worry, because here's the thing. It does not empower the scholars all that much. In fact, it actually kind of empowers the rural folk. Look at the freaking wealth strength that my rural folk are getting right now. Yeah, it sucks that the rural folk are going to get really, really strong from this, but we're okay with that at the beginning of the game. That does go away, especially once you nationalize. So don't focus too much on the detriments of this gameplay. Again, another detriment of this style of gameplay, obviously, is the capitalists. They're not going to get super duper powerful, unfortunately. At the beginning of the game, they suffer and they languish a little bit. So by doing this, without law commitments, you're not going to be able to get the major modernizing effects, because you're not going to really get a huge powerful industrialist class, even if you go for wealth voting, which you should eventually do anyways. But again, they'll hover around the 5, 6, maybe even 7% rate, and that's not going to be perfect for you. Okay, so here we go, my friends. We're gonna get recognition right here, right now. I think we have our, yes, we do have our line infantry now done and dusted. Everything is looking up. We're 137 million GDP. Let's take a look at this minting. Oh my god, that minting is absolutely bonkers. I don't know how it's so high, actually. That's higher than I assumed it would be, but damn if I don't love it. But here we go. We are going to get, I guess, probably state religion now. We're going to have, oh, there it is. It just popped. And Russia's the one who loves it this time. Damn, all right, I like it, I like it. Let's make sure our interests in India are set and ready to go. Just in case, I don't know, I just put it everywhere. I got the interest placed down anyway, so whatever. Not a big deal, we can change those later. Let's take a look at those foreign queues. Oh my gosh, it is wild. France especially is being wild, because look at all these coal mines and railways they're building for me. Thank you, France. I do appreciate it. I think we're getting steel mills now. Oh my goodness, we are getting so much from our foreign investments. Loving life at the moment. Loving it, loving it. Let's finish up the state religion, and then, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think we're going to attack India. I think it'll be a good call. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But before we attack India, I think we need to take out Bhutan. Sorry, Bhutan, you gotta die. I gotta kill Bhutan. Why do I gotta kill Bhutan? Because they are the perfect route into India. There are only 2 spots that are connected to Bhutan, which has a route to China. And one of those spots is West Bengal, which is the one spot that we absolutely have to take. That is the one that must go. And let's see, can we get some allies going on here? I think we can. Hell yeah! Let's ally up with Russia. Russia. Can I get more wood from you? You want to give me some more wood? No. Okay. How about hardwood? I'll take more hardwood. I guess I don't really need the hardwood, to be honest. Okay. What else can I get from you? Maybe furniture? Nope. How about clothing? That's gonna be a no, dog. Nope, that's a no, dog. No, dog. I don't want merchant marines. No, go away. Okay, fine. I'll try the 20%. And if it fails, I'll have to give them some money because I definitely want them as an ally. That is a definite yes. Join me, Russia. Join me, become my friend. We will destroy Britain and India together. Trust me, Russia. It will be glorious, Russia. We will destroy them, Russia. It would be wonderful. Oh my gosh, 200. I guess I'll have to send at least 100 over into this pack here. Damn, bro. No, I'm gonna have to send even more. Gonna have to be 140. Oh well, they're all irregulars anyway, so it's not gonna cost me an arm and a leg to have them activated. We're gonna keep them irregulars until we go after India. Yeah, once we take care of Bhutan, then we'll worry about India, and then we'll get that all sorted and straightened out. Yeah, we'll just sit you down in Tibet in preparation of the big war coming up. We will be going for India very, very shortly. Trust me on that one.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Alright, one thing you're definitely going to want to do before the actual war starts is build a boatload of arms industries. You're probably going to need 10, maybe even more. I actually don't remember, but I'm willing to bet we're going to need about 10. So that's exactly how I'm around what I'm going to build. It's going to be a lot, okay? I don't remember how much exactly, I just know it's a lot. You're going to need a lot for all of the conscripts that you're going to want to bring in. You're going to want to go absolutely ham when it comes to this. There's always a chance that you could accidentally bring in Spain or the Ottomans in the war, and that is something that you're going to want to pay attention to. Make sure that you don't run out of things to build in the meantime, because again, when you get really, really super hyper invested into a war like this, it can backfire on you. And when that happens, yeah, you don't want to lose your economy, especially when we went through so much effort to get such a high economy in the first place. So yeah, there we go. I think we're ready. Can we upgrade our troops now? Yes, we can. Let's get that done. Get that started. Make sure it happens now. Make sure your mobilizations are covered and ready to go. You will need all the love that you can get your hands on now. Let's put some interest down. I don't know. Put it down here as well. Okay. So what's going to happen here is we're going to release a nation that's more likely to not draw in other countries, like say Spain or France. The main one that we're trying to avoid is France, obviously. We don't actually care if Spain joins. If Spain joins, big whoop. Doesn't even matter. We don't actually care about that. That has no value to us. We do not give a crud. Instead, what matters to us is that we don't accidentally actually take this war goal. Arakan is that little crap land down here, so if we accidentally take it, not a big deal, not the biggest deal in the world. But, yeah. We're going to take Arakan here, and we're going to see. We're going to try to draw in Russia sometime around the halfway mark. We're going to see if Spain actually does join the war first. I don't think they will, but they might. It says 18. It's a possibility, especially if we draw in Russia, and Russia wants to join in for a war goal of investment rights. I don't even have to. Oh, that means they're going to stay in the entire war. Hell yeah, you can join in, my friend. Hell yeah, that's a great deal. I love that deal. That's the greatest deal in the history of deals, my friend. I gotta mobilize, and I gotta get my conscripts set up, because oh my god, we're gonna need to swarm like crazy. That's why we built so many arms industries, my friends. We are here to swarm. Get your butt over there. I want you in defensive mode, though. As for this boy here, he is our defender, bro. And we're going to mobilize him and get him ready up here, because they are going to naval invade for Beijing. They always naval invade for Beijing. Now, we're not fully set up and ready yet. I don't actually want you guys in the war yet. I want everybody on defensive mode because we do not have the small arms necessary to actually win this war yet. But once we get them, because look at all the buildings we got coming in. Yeah, once we get them... Oh, Spain joined the war anyways. Whatever, not a big deal. Spain does not scare me in the slightest. Not when we got Russia, my friends. Now, transfer subject, East India Company it is, and will the Ottomans join the war, I wonder? Nope. I guess we waited till the last second. It was too late for the Ottomans to join. Whatever, not a big deal to us. Monument to the Empire. Perfect. And... do we have enough farms yet? No, we do not. Gonna have to be patient. Get that organization back up to 100%. Once that's up to 100%, once our morale is back up again, then we're gonna worry about that. Although it looks like Russia's doing a good job for us right now. We need to set up and actually take Western Bengal, though. That is definitely something that we need to focus on. Russia has a tendency to go for Assam instead, and we don't want that. No, we want only one state. That is Western Bengal. We have to win Western Bengal. It looks like Russia's actually doing a little bit of damage for Western Bengal. That's good. That's good for us, because now we have enough arms to actually help. Our morale's a little suffered, but we're fine with that. Let's get our boys out there. We got nice bonuses here. We got 5% and 10% and a surprise maneuver bonus and a meticulous guy. He's a 15%er. That is really, really good. In fact, I actually only want him to attack. This guy can go defense. Okay? I only want this guy to attack. My 15% guy, I want him to be the main attacker. Then we'll be at what, 28 offense maybe? No, 18 apparently, but is that the same? Yeah, it is the same guy, but we're somehow winning. Oh, we have a British invasion. Good thing I got that that toast. If I ever get another naval invasion, I will show you what that toast is about. In fact, I could probably show you right now. For the naval invasion, what you're going to want to do is you want to go into it and you're going to want to click on naval invasion and then click toast from the notification so that it actually pops up here. So that every time you get a naval invasion on your country, it'll pop up and say, oh, you're being naval invaded, and it'll give you enough time to actually react. Now we're 45%. Uh-oh, looking like Russia's losing on that one. Although we got freaking 70% here. Should I do a naval? Oh no, what's going on here? Okay, I gotta fix that. No wonder we're losing. We're losing organization because I wasn't paying attention to the amount that I have in that army there. That was a rookie maneuver on my end. Okay, but now we're winning again. So again, swarm tactics work, bro. Swarm tactics work, I'm telling you. I am telling you, swarm tactics work. Look at that, we're crushing them. We're gonna get West Bengal relatively quickly here, I think. And winds of change, doing good on that front. To loyalists, beautiful, beautiful. And are we winning again? Nope, that's not us though. That's Baltic. Oh, Baltic, you're losing us a percentage here in occupation, and I don't like that. Stop it! Stop it! Why you doing that to me, huh? Why you do this to me? I'm gonna have to make another guy, actually. We're gonna bring out another guy and we're gonna do a naval invasion just to divert some of their troops out. That is exactly what I want to do, is I want to divert their troops. If I could divert their troops, it'll be even easier for us to win. Swarm tactics are nice, but so are diversion tactics. Uh-oh, we're losing that fight. Although that was a bad roll for us. Dang it, stupid jungle. Sometimes swarm tactics don't work because of the stupid jungle. Oh, we got another British invasion. I forgot to show you again, dang it. Uh-oh, I'm clicking too fast, but that's okay because the British invasion was warned off to me, and I was able to fend it off because of it. Thankfully. Now, oh, they're pulling in a lot of troops over there. Good, pull in more troops over there. Make it even easier for me to push in through here. It's not a whole heap, but I mean, it's more than what I sent, so that gives me an advantage, and every advantage is necessary. Look at that number. That is what you want. You get that number, you're golden. You keep getting those numbers and you will push this up to 100%, no problem. And do I need even more conscripts? You know what? Why not? We can handle it. We can handle more conscripts. We just put another bro in here. In fact, get the lancers. We got lancers. Any more lancers? Nope, no more lancers. That's fine. That's fine. It's mirror them. What a ridiculous thing to say. Why would you even suggest it? You're silly. You're a silly guy. 83% now. We will start winning again. I know. It looks bad. I mean, it goes back and forth, but that's what happens with swarm tactics. It's all about the roll. It's all about how many troops you can field. If you're putting 200,000 out and they only got 20,000 out there, you will win. Like, look at that. Look how fast that went. 150 to 40,000. Of course we're going to win that one very easily. Boom. We got it. We got West Bengal. We needed it. That's all we have to do. We now go into full defense mode. Everybody, defense, defense. I don't care. We don't need to do any more offense. Offense is over for us. Now, we just need to hold until Britain is willing to give us what we want. And again, all we want from Britain is East India and enforce investment rights. We do not want to liberate Arakan because that's going to become ours. We won. Simple as. Hit the peace deal, and we win. Look at that. India is now ours. And that is how you do swarm tactics as well. Yes, you will lose some battles, but if you keep the faith and you keep pushing and you divert and you do whatever you can to increase the bonuses of your offense, you will eventually win. Now, taking India might seem counterintuitive to what we're doing for foreign investment, but it does two things. Number one, it destroys Britain. Look at that. Britain's a joke now. Okay? They went from super powerful, scary, strong. This is going to go down to like 60 troops, believe it or not, because they can't afford what they have now. The second thing that India does is it gives you so much demand. Oh my god. Look at all of this demand that we now have to fill. Yeah, that looks bad, doesn't it? But do you have any idea how much that makes the price go up? And because the price goes up, all of these guys here are going to want to start building coal mines, tools. They're going to want to start making groceries. They're going to want to start making engines. It gets crazy really, really quickly. Oh, why do I have a port here again? Did I take... oh, yeah, they got a... Okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I'm still monopolized. It's just they get access because I think I gave them a port monopoly. But we got the railways being done here, and that is very good because I don't think we have railways yet. Yeah, we're still on freaking lathe. Did I subsidize? Yeah, I did, but I forgot that I took it off. And we should probably maybe reduce the amount of tools necessary temporarily. I mean, we need a lot right now, and that is something we're gonna have to fix. But it is something that we will fix. Just trust. Trust in the process. Yeah, it's gonna hurt our GDP temporarily, but don't you worry, because all of these lovely boys here are going to want to fill this up, because that is going to be immensely profitable. In fact, let's take a look how profitable. Every building is 1.58 at a 16 productivity. That's pretty good for groceries, believe it or not. For tooling, it's going to be even better. It's going to be 22. Yeah, it is 22. 22, 22, 20, 20, 20, 20. So we're going to get a lot of tooling buildings done. We might even want to build some ourselves. In fact, we should build some ourselves. And same with coal. Coal should probably be around 18. Oh, it's 12. Maybe we won't get a bunch of coal built, but maybe we will. Who knows? It might happen. Same with engines. We can't even build engines, but I'm willing to bet that France will. I'm willing to bet that Belgium will. We might actually want to do some importing, but again, for this strategy, you don't actually want to import. You do not want to import. You would rather take the shortages because you want the price to stay high so that these guys are going to want to build in you. The thing that you're most worried about for this strategy is infrastructure. Infrastructure is your number one limiting factor, which is why you want to stay friends with France and Belgium, because they build railways. Same with Austria, same with Prussia, same with Britain if you can get back in with them. Same with the United States if you can get back in with them, although that can be a little difficult at times. But again, you want to stay friends with the big dogs who can actually make the railways. And if they make railways for you, you keep them around. They are your best friends until you get railways yourself. And we're quite a ways off, actually. We got a little ways to go, unfortunately. About 9 more years after this. Dang, so we're not really going to be able to jump and explode in growth until 1851. Maybe you're going to want to, offset taking stock exchange earlier and just beeline for railways. You still will want line infantry first, just so you can take out the Dominion of India. You could probably offset taking colonization first. You don't really need the extra interest, it's just nice to have. And you get the embassies. Colonization isn't just for the interest, it's so that you can actually get embassies so you can get your recognition right away. That is why I go for colonization first. If you don't really care about recognition right away, you're willing to put it off by a couple years, and then you're willing to take like India like 45, 46 instead of like 1942, which is what I did, then yeah, you could put it off, but I would still suggest going for colonization first. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Here we go. The growing pains of taking India as your subject. The lovely, lovely instant wars. It's not really that big of a deal for me. We have such a powerful army that they can't really do anything to scare me. All it does is cost me money. At the end of the day, that's all that this really is. It's just a minor inconvenience. That's just going to cost me money. Hopefully it's not going to be that bad, especially once we get our per capita taxation up. Yeah, we're losing a little bit of money for per capita taxation, but eventually, with the kind of growth that we're experiencing at the moment, we will be able to skyrocket up. Again, we are losing on the foreign queues now because we are running into infrastructure problems, but we're only 4 years off from getting railways. Once we get railways, this will once more skyrocket up. Thankfully, we are still getting some railways, which means we're still going to get some growth here. Especially, they really like their lead in this one right now. Damn, okay, sulfur mines, lead mines, trade centers. I know lead is very profitable, but dang, you guys are going a little ham here. But you know what? That's okay, because I need the lead anyways. I need lead, I need engines, I need so much. My market is very, very topsy-turvy right now, but thankfully, the foreign investments are continually pushing me up. We are 165 million now. That is good because look at that minting. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she gorgeous? All that minting is so nice. It's keeping me from going super duper bankrupt. And this is going to disappear anyways. I'm not even remotely worried about a credit line when it comes to the strategy, because when we nationalize, your investment pool is going to skyrocket. This pitiful 100,000 investment pool is going to skyrocket, and once that skyrockets and they can start buying buildings off of you, oh my gosh, this credit disappears. It's majestic to watch. It makes this strategy 100% worth it. Anyhow, let's deal with India here. This is getting a little silly. Go away, India. You're being crazy. Go to sleep, India. You're drunk. Clearly, you've had too much to drink, thinking that you could actually defeat me. What a joke. You know I'm right here. Like, it's not like Britain where they have to send all of their troops all the way across to catch you. No, I'm literally right here. My troops were literally sitting in Tibet. In fact, I'm gonna put them right back in Tibet. Right here. Well, I guess it wasn't a pet, but it's close enough, okay? Yeah. So, go ahead. Try again, India. I dare you. Oops, I ran out of things to build again. Let's get some more trade centers out there. Oh my god, I'm going to need so much trade in this run. This is going to be something that is going to be very common, is me lacking trade. Always. I'm never going to have enough. I'm willing to bet my trade's already over in the thousands. Yep, look at this export. Holy crap. Holy moly, that is a ridiculous amount of exporting. We're not even importing anything. Look at all these exports. We are an export country. Everybody comes to Qing for tea. Everybody comes to Qing for silk. Everybody comes to Qing for sugar. Everybody comes to Qing for fabric. My goodness, we are monsters when it comes to trade already. And we need even more trade centers for that reason. Again, remember, do not subvent for imports for this strategy. I don't care if you have shortages. Yeah, it says a shortage here, but here's the thing. You want that shortage. It forces the price up and it makes the productivity of the company way higher. And by having a high productivity, the likelihood of a foreign investment company building it goes up. Eventually, we're going to start seeing more of these companies, especially as they get the tech for railways themselves, putting in motor industries for us. They're putting in trade centers for us. They're putting in leads for us. Lots of trade centers, in fact. Oh my gosh. My trade centers are desperately in need. I got explosive factories here. I got dye plantations here. But again, the most profitable things are what they're going to build first. And obviously what they have the technology for. That's why a lot of the smaller countries are going to build arable land. They don't all have technologies capable of building the really good stuff. But yeah, we're getting a lot of good stuff built here. I know the number of queues went down, but the only reason it went down, again, is because we just don't have a huge amount of infrastructure anymore. The lack of infrastructure is the number one limiting factor for this strategy. The faster you can get railways, the better. So once we get railways, we're going to be better off. We're only a couple years off, 4 years at most.
Bum
After these messages, we'll be right back.
That is what I'm talking about. Railways, and I guess I could probably go for water tube boiler after this. Once I kind of want corporate charter first, though. I might want dialectics too, actually. So maybe I'll put dialectics in instead of water tube, and then we'll go water tube. Is that gonna hurt? No, it's not gonna hurt. Good. Now we'll go water tube, and beautiful. Now we got it all set up. We finally, after all this time, have railways. We're actually making money somehow, I guess because our investment pool is starting to catch up. It's still kind of pitiful at 100,000, but that's because we don't have companies yet. Once we get companies, that number will start going up. But for now, we finally have what is the most needed thing in this game for us, railways. Look at how bad our infrastructure is in a lot of areas. That is desperately bad. Yeah, only in our weaker provinces, except for like Hubei, we got infrastructure problems. So we're gonna have to fix that really, really quickly, especially for Szechuan. My gosh, we got a lot to build. Yeah, I know I'm doing the fruit myself. I couldn't wait for the plantation guys to make it for me, so I decided, you know what, to heck with it. Let's just cover the fruit. That's not the number one limiting factor for my standard of living anyways, is the lack of fruit. It's not even the furniture, it's not even the clothes, so that's kind of why I'm building the fruit right now. And now we got a bunch of lovely, lovely railways coming in, and once we get the railways in, the number of queues is going to skyrocket. Can I swap off to iron frame on everything now? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, again, we don't have a whole heap or a load of iron to work with, but again, the shortages don't particularly matter, although that is kind of expensive. Maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll go back. We'll cut back on a few places. I think maybe I went too fast. Too far too fast. The cost is just a little too high. Just a little. It's not a lot. Not a heap. Just a little too high. Just a touch. A smidgen. A scotch. So we're going to cut back just a tiny, tiny bit. Just a wee bit. A wee bit. Oh, laddie, we're going to go back a wee bit. Oh, yeah. There we go. Maybe one more. Here, ooh. Oh, I forgot to set my production methods. Okay, don't do what I do, children. Make sure to set your production methods properly. I forgot to do that for my iron. Oh dear, maybe that's why we're running into such major shortages. And I did it for my coal and sulfur. Oh dear. Fix those production methods, children. Trust me. Trust me. Just do it. Just do it like Nike told you to, okay? Just do it. I might have to reduce a few more. That deficit's a little bit on the scary side. Well, we'll hover at the 500,000 or 500 construction mark for now. It will slowly build up as we get our... Oh, okay, now we can build up again. And every time we get rid of the shortage, we'll just keep building up. Do I want to build up again? No, I'm gonna wait. Uh-oh, Russia don't like me no more. Russia, I thought you loved me. Russia, why? Russia. Okay, let's get some lovely, lovely, lovely iron mines built. I guess I can't wait for the private industry to do that for me. I was kind of hoping that these guys would pick it up, but they're building lead instead. But at least we're getting our motor industries and glassworks finally. Remember, if you get the value up, they will build it. Oh, we got one iron mine, 2 iron mines, a tooler, railway, tools, lead, iron. Okay, so we're doing good. Again, once we get this infrastructure in order, this will skyrocket and we'll be right back in the 100 range again. And it gets absolutely ridiculous to the point where literally all you're going to be building is railways to keep up with the infrastructure that you're dealing with. It gets kind of bonkers. Now that we got our corporation, I guess we'll have to decide on which one we're going to take. Obviously, I'm playing as Qing, so I want population more than anything. I want to reach 1 billion people. So the first thing I'm going to take is Qing foods. Nom nom, delicious and nutritious. And we're going to give them livestock ranches, and we're going to give them investment rights and all of our subjects. Do we even have subjects? Yeah, we actually do. We got Joseon, we got Dominion of India, we got Longfang in Tibet. I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting I even have subjects. I don't even remember playing this game otherwise. It's just, India is the only one I've even been thinking about. Everybody else is just kind of there. I don't even care about Joseon. I mean, they're nice to have. I think they're mandate points. That counts, right? Yeah, they're mandate points. I'm getting some mandate points. Not a whole heck of a lot, but I'm getting some. Now, do not give me crap for taking construction as the first pick. The reason why I took construction as the first pick is because I'm going to swap it out later. You get 10% stated construction efficiency at the beginning. And again, with me going back and forth, balancing my budget, swapping back and forth, that 10% actually is kind of nice to have. Although I might start going back up again. I mean, I kind of want to stay in the 500 range, although I kind of like having a balanced budget too. I'm very skittish when it comes to overspending. You could probably tell in the way that I play. I'm a very skittish overspender. But we'll go back to 500. We'll stay there, see what we can get done with that, and maybe get some more iron out. I'm going to need munitions eventually, but I don't have the technology. I don't have percussion caps. But now that we got the company for food, we're going to start building food ourselves. We haven't really been doing that, to be honest. But now that we have the industry, the actual company built, yeah, we're going to start building some ourselves, and hopefully they start buying it. Typically, the lower profit stuff, the other countries are not going to buy up off of you. So if you keep it relatively low on productivity, your company will buy it before anybody else will. That's what I've noticed. That's something that's always been good when it comes to dealing with groceries. At the beginning, it's very low profit, but it turns into a super high profit industry over time, especially once you get baking powder, because once you get baking powder, then it becomes exceptionally profitable, and especially when you start getting canned. Once you get canned, then it becomes just bonkers, and the productivity just skyrockets, and groceries are low-key very, very productive, and they become a very good profit margin company for you. So that's why I like to take them first. Although, a good option to take other than groceries, obviously, is tools. Tools is another amazing company that you'll probably want to take first. But for me, I think the bonus for population growth is a little more important. It's definitely something I would prefer over super insano profitability. Although super insano profitability is not something to sneeze at, that's definitely something you're going to want to be paying attention to. Tools is never a bad choice. Just trust me on this. Tools is always good. Love tools. Love tools as a first pick. For this playthrough, however, yeah. We're going to go for a population rush, and we're going to go for an infrastructure rush. That's effectively what we're doing this entire game. And again, infrastructure rush is so you can keep this going. Look at this. Look at this. This is what we were waiting for. All of the prep work in the first 20 years was for this moment, where they're no longer building arable land, they're building your mines for you, they're building your railways for you, they're building your steel for you. This is what you're waiting for. Look how ridiculous this gets. Just look at this. Yeah, we still got some arable land crap in here, but that's fine. They're gonna run out of arable land crap eventually, okay? You only have so much arable land. This will fill up. All of this will fill up over time. And then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Because what you really want are these. You want these freebies. These are the best freebies in the game to get. You get these freebies, you are loving life. And believe me when I say this, I am loving life. Yeah, it's going to a company, who cares? You still get the bonus building on it. It's like 60%. I'll take that any day of the week. Look at that. 70%, that's huge. I don't even have a tool company. I'm getting 70% off of that. I'm literally putting 13 construction into it. Not even a big deal. Who cares? Take it. Take it. Build more. Do more. I want more. Give me more. Endless amounts of growth, okay? That is what we're looking for. Just grow, 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 grow. We want that GDP to keep climbing and climbing and climbing, and eventually it will skyrocket. And once it skyrockets, you're going to be loving life. And foreign investment is just ultra powerful as a result of that. Yeah, sure, you can have your military access. I don't particularly care. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that little spike going up there. Let's just keep those going. I might need a little bit more of my investment pool, though. This is the downside to it. Your investment pool does languish a little bit as a result of this. Most people would generally have around 300,000 investment pool at this point. I'm 130,000, but again, the trade-off is worth it. It's worth it. I'm sorry, it's flippin' worth it. Look at all that you're getting here. Eventually, we're gonna have so many infrastructure just from all the railways that are thrown in here that we won't have to build the railways for ourselves anymore. They're gonna do it for us. It's just gonna keep going, and this GDP is gonna keep climbing. and we're gonna keep benefiting from it until we hit like a 300,000, I think, and even afterwards, we're still gonna benefit from it. It's just nice to have at that point. And don't forget, your interventionism right now, you can literally use your excess money, because this will eventually go back into reserves, and once it goes back into reserves, you can use the excess money to just do a little bit of nationalizing yourself. Just buy it, okay? It's not that expensive. 1 million for 10 buildings, whatever. Okay, that's fine. If you got excess and you want to use it for something, then that's what you can use it for. But again, if you want to wait all the way up until you get cooperative ownership, then do that, because it makes for a much more impressive number. It makes for a better screenshot, as I like to say.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I actually do believe that this might be my most controversial decision to take a super duper early laissez-faire. And the reason why I suggest taking a super duper early laissez-faire is because of the huge amount of debt spending that we're doing. The debt spending is going to hurt us in the short term. We did not do a full reversal like we were hoping to, because again, our reinvestment is just not catching up as much as we hoped it would. Laissez-faire will give that reinvestment a gigantic boost over time. This will probably go up to about 400,000, especially with our company finally catching up. Unfortunately, the downside to laissez-faire is now you're going to have all of these other countries buying up all of your leftovers. We do have 700 buildings right now, and they're going to start buying them up, and we're going to lose our government dividends. But again, we're not making a whole heap of government dividends anyways. It's pretty much being reinvested, I think, anyhow. So yeah, that should probably go up to 400,000, no problem, just from the reinvestment alone. But what I liked about laissez-faire early, especially once you're hitting about 300 million, is the fact that it reduces the interest cost that you're paying, which is effectively wasted money, because again, your capitalists are not going to be particularly powerful in this run, at least not until you finally do nationalize and they start buying up all the buildings afterwards. But one of the benefits is the extra increased reinvestment, so whatever money that you do put in there, they are putting back into the reinvestment fund, and it just balances out. I think I do like laissez-faire for that purpose. Unfortunately, you're giving up the monopoly, which means we're no longer going to have a monopoly on ports, which means, unfortunately, they're going to start building ports again, and I don't like it when they build ports. Hopefully they're not doing that. No, they're doing some good stuff right now. We got textile mills, we got sulfur mines, trade centers, bunch of crap from the arable land stuff, but again, they're going to run out eventually. I'm not building any arable land. They might as well do it for me, okay? I'm fine with that. It's not that profitable anyways, and you know what? We're getting a buttload of trade because of it. This is because of their arable land. Look at all this trade. The thing is, I'm probably going to have to start making some textile mills very shortly. 55%. Yeah, you know what? We're going to have to start building even more textile mills. I know I got a bunch queued up, but I think we're going to need even more. What's the productivity looking like here? Yeah, it's pretty damn high. For textile mills, generally 18 is kind of the point you want to be at. 17 is okay, but yeah, 18 is kind of the point you want to be at. That'll encourage them to build textile mills in your country. I believe they got a few up here. Yeah, we got a couple, but yeah, that's definitely something you're going to want to be looking at. Oh, you want trade privileges? How about no? How about you give me trade privileges? Perfect. That's a wonderful deal, isn't it? Oh, just an absolutely wonderful deal. Oh, it feels so good having those deals. Ah, cha-cha-cha-cha. Now, keep up with your infrastructure, and I'm not kidding. If you do not keep up with your infrastructure, you will run into problems, and your growth will start to be hampered. Look at this growth, man. Look at this. Just look at this growth, bro. It's crazy. This is almost all from foreign investment and a little bit of construction here. A lot of people generally have about 1,000 construction here. In fact, I think I can. If I probably swap off. Nope, I'm already at max. I probably have to start building more then. Okay, let's start building more. I mean, we can afford it. We got 200 million to play with on our credit line. And again, do not worry about debt in this run. Yeah, the moment you get cooperative ownership, you can effectively nationalize everything for free. And once you do that, the amount of reinvestment from your government dividends goes into the investment pool, and then they start buying up all of the buildings like crazy. And once that happens, all of your credit literally just melts away. It doesn't even take any effort from your part. You're going to be like at 5 million freaking reinvestment, and it's just bonkers. And it goes so quickly that if you blink, you miss it, and if you don't prep for it, you can actually end up hitting the reserve cap, and that's a no bueno. Don't let that happen. Make sure to overspend when you get to that point, because you're going to want to make sure that you don't hit the reserve cap. That's a big no-no. In my world, that's one of the cardinal sins that I commit far too often. I get yelled at all the time because I'm very neglectful, and I do that far too often. Don't do what I do. Just do what I say. Don't do what I do, okay? I'm telling you. As for groceries, we're going to need a heck of a lot more groceries. Dang, that is starting to level out, though. Wow, that production is getting amazing, though. Whew. I love groceries. I love them. Once you get baking powder, they become amazing. They go from decent to amazing. And what's my company looking at right now? Yeah, it's starting to get up there. Our paper company's starting to do okay too. Well, we got our 10% bureaucracy. We got our prestige craft goods. Let me take a look at my universities right now. I haven't been doing any tech rushing yet. I definitely should be doing some more tech rushing. But what's this? Base innovation is 82.5 innovation. But because we have a whopping 53 and we only got 8% from our current goods right now, that will go up. But because we have 53%, we're making 126 innovation out of 82.5. Bonkers. And this will go up. It'll hit 60. So, yeah. Take a look at our innovation cap. We only got a whopping 80 innovation cap, but our technology spread is 41 right now. We want this to go up even higher. We want this to be in the 100, 150, 200 range. Okay? You want as much extra innovation from unspent innovation as possible for technology spread. It makes a big difference. When you're playing catch up as a country, you want that. You don't even care about your literacy. You don't even care about the innovation cap, although we will eventually care a little bit. But for now, you don't. Okay? Yeah, I know we're what, 98 over the cap, so it's like 1/5 goes into this. But don't forget that 19 goes into 3 different genres. It goes into society. It goes into production, society, and military. So that's what, 57 overall. That we're getting out of the extra 98. So that's more than 50% back. And that is a good trade-off, to believe it or not. That is a big trade-off. And if you get this cap high enough, this extra technology spread up high enough, you will catch up to all of the great powers as Qing. Like, you won't even have to try. And then whatever you get from the extra innovation cap off here, it's actually put towards getting ahead of the other countries. And if they take something else that is not what you're taking, you get the technology that they're not taking, and then you get their technology from the technology spread. It gets ridiculous, and it gets wonderful at the end of the game. But again, we're talking not 55, we're talking probably around 1,000 universities, and I am literally not kidding. I'm not even kidding. 1,000 universities by the end of the game. That's, for a lot of people, that's considered bare minimum. A lot of people will yell at you for only doing 1,000. So yeah, tech rush. Just trust me. Oh, I forgot. I actually did forget. I went religious convocation for the memes. And not to mention the birth rate bonus, but mostly for the memes. And because I went religious convocation, I can do this. Impose state religion on India, and now India is Confucian. I gotta do this with all my subjects. How many subjects do I have way too many subjects now. I haven't been paying attention. I have not been paying attention. I forgot. Impose, and then evangelize. Beautiful, beautiful. And can't impose yet, but we can improve relations. How about you? Nope, can't do it yet. How about you? Nope, can't do it yet. Can I, oh, whoops, I forgot to improve. Evangelize, yay! Yeah, it raises it a little bit, but look at that, you get a minus, you get all these minuses. Oh my gosh, it is building up. Love it. Now, Joseon, do I need to evangelize you? You're already evangelized. How about Tibet? Can I force on you? Nope, because I'm under 50%. So yeah, you gotta have over 50% cohesion. So I'm gonna unpause. We're gonna go back over 50% so I can keep going and doing this, because I'm enjoying this part. I should probably keep track of what I'm building in the meantime. That is definitely something that I should probably be paying attention to. Do I need any other laws at the moment? I definitely don't want to open my borders. I do not want to deal with the Heavenly Kingdom revolts. Should I go for proportional taxation right now? Ugh, I don't want to lose that kind of money. But hey, look at the difference between per capita now and land-based, okay? 300,000 difference. That is how powerful this strategy is. We're 560 million GDP, 1878. Yeah, I'm willing to bet other people are going to skyrocket past me, and they're probably hovering around the 700 million GDP range. But there's one thing that they're not paying attention to is the massive jump that we're going to be facing very, very shortly. Again, they're probably hovering at around 700,000, 800,000 reinvestment by this point. We're only at 400,000 reinvestment. Yeah, that is hurting us in the short term, but believe me, this will change. You just gotta be patient. You gotta believe. You gotta believe, man. Of course, I probably should start nurturing my companies a little bit more. That might be my #1 issue, although this company kind of sucks, actually. They're not doing very good for me. I might get rid of them, and I might pick up the tool company instead. I'm thinking about it, because that might have been a mistake of a pick. They're not picking up. I guess it's because all the other... I didn't really build that many textile mills myself. It's mostly other countries that are doing it for me. By the way, look at what other countries are building in me now. Okay? Look at this. This is how bonkers it gets. Okay? Look at this. Look how much construction they're putting into me. Okay? 16, 16, 16, 16. Okay. 32, 64, and then, oh shit, 0.5, messing with me. 80.5, 96.5, 112.5, 112 construction in me from Russia alone. Look at Prussia, they got a freaking 30 here. I'm not even counting that, that's ridiculous. Look at how much construction is going into me right now. Look at how much construction is going into me right now. We're not even 35 years into the game yet. We're not even 40 years in the game yet. Look at how much construction is being thrown my way right now. So, this is crazy. And these are things I need. Like, I need steel right now. I really do. I was going to build it myself, but I thought maybe I should leave it for them to build, and I'm glad I did, because look at what they're doing. They're building it for me. Look at all of this. Everybody says, oh, foreign investments, all it does is gives you arable land. Yeah, at the beginning. For the little tiny crappy countries, yeah, you're right, it does. But they also put in trade centers. They also put in mines. They also put in ports for you. They also put in railways. See, got a railway here. Beautiful. They put in plants. They put in textile mills. They put in paper mills. It's freaking Mecklenburg. Okay? We got Waldeck here doing stuff. We got Egypt building stuff. Everybody's building stuff in. Everybody comes to Great Qing. Everybody loves Great Qing. It gets crazy really quickly, I'm telling you. Crazy, crazy, crazy numbers. And it only gets better as it goes along, and the longer you wait to nationalize, the more you get to nationalize, and the stronger you'll be afterwards. There is a limit on the amount of reinvestment. The catch of reinvestment is 1,000 buildings that private construction can put in. And because I'm playing tall, I'm probably going to run out of construction sectors eventually. I'm probably going to cap out at, what, like 15,000 construction? If I was playing super wide, if I took like all of Russia here and then I was doing that, we're talking 10, 20 billion. I'm willing to bet with what I got here for Qing alone, I'm probably going to cap out around 4 billion. I don't think I can really force my standard of living up too high. I'm giving myself tempered expectations here, okay? I'm just trying to do this as a proof of concept. I'm not trying to do this to give like the biggest amount of bajillion GDP ever. I'll leave that for the better players. But I'm willing to bet that if I expanded and I took more states, hell, if I annexed India even, I'm willing to bet you could probably hit the 10 billion, maybe even 20 billion mark, just from population and like 5 GDP alone. GDP per capita alone. Like that's how crazy that would get. Not to mention the amount of construction you would have. Again, I think Qing caps out at around 15,000. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for a fact, but I think they cap out at around 15,000 with arc welding. And at that point, yeah, you're probably going to hit a wall. And you'll pretty much have to standard of living max to get the GDP per capita to go up, especially with the amount of wages that you put out. And at that point, you can maybe get 8 GDP per capita if you're really good and get like 8 billion GDP, because you're gonna hit like I'm willing to bet I'm gonna hit 1 billion. My population's gonna hit 1 billion. Look at this. Okay, 6 million per year. Okay, this is bonkers. This right here, this is bonkers. This was actually what I initially set out to do, was to do a population max run. And yeah, we're doing a population max run and a nationalizing max run. The goal here is to nationalize as much as possible and get my reinvestment up as fast as possible. I want to show you the jump after nationalizing. Okay, like, we're only 400,000 now. I'm willing to bet we're going to be in the millions upon millions upon millions, to the point where we're going to be able to get 1,000 private construction without even trying. And the major limiting factor is going to be the number of construction sectors. Maybe if there wasn't a limit on construction sectors, we wouldn't have any problems, but again, that is going to be our #1 limit, I think.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This has ended up becoming a major slog that definitely slows me down. I was hoping to I did hit $1 billion GDP earlier, but I ended up losing it because of this stupid war. Damn you, Britain, for slowing me down. I'm so unhappy with this war, how much of a slog it ended up being. I don't even think I want to show you people it. This one sucked. This one's horrible. I'm gonna try to white piece it. I don't want anything here. Nothing. I don't want nothing. I want this over with. The faster that this is over with, the faster I can get back on track to actually GDP maxing here. Get my construction back up. Stop losing money hand over fist. Although we have the credit limit to handle it, so it's not that bad, to be honest. Maybe I should work on my railways while I'm goofing around here. Do I even need to pay attention to this war at this point? I don't think I do. We're kind of just holding the lines here and not really giving much of a crap. Although I probably should raise these up. Yeah, that'll reduce the cost a touch. Not a lot. Just a smidgen. Just a touch. Just a little touch. Oh, it's just a little touch. Let's go for better trains. There we go. And now that we got better trains, let's start putting in rail transportation in every state. The reason why is because we want to get those subsidies down. And this is the fastest way to do it. Just do the exemptions when they ask for it, and that's all. That's literally it. That's all you gotta do. You need dynamite. Keep going until you run out of rail to place down. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No problemo, my friends. And then the subsidy should drop. Not a whole heck of a lot, apparently, but it did drop 10,000. Woohoo! But that's better than what it was before, and it saves me a whopping 10,000. Not a huge amount, but enough. Hopefully. Oh no, there goes Russia. Western Guan. Oh, that was the revolt. Never mind. Don't care about the revolt. No, I want a white peace. Can we white peace, please? I don't want to fight this war anymore. This is a stupid war. Go away. Go away now. You're a jerk. Nobody likes you. Everybody dislikes you. You jerk, Britain. Why you got to be a jerk like that, Britain, and attack me like that? I don't like you anymore. Let's get some more universities in. Remember before I said you're going to want a lot of universities? I'm slow rolling it. A lot more professional players will not do what I'm doing, where I'm just piecemealing it. You know, 10 here, 20 here. A lot of people at this early stage of the game, even though they're losing money hand over fist, they'll go straight to 500. They'll go straight to 1,000. Again, look at this. Look at how much we're going over the cap here. We're, what, 325 over the cap? Well, take a look at that unspent. 68, buddy. We're at 142 technology spread right now. That is bonkers. That's more than our initial innovation. Okay? This right here is higher than our innovation. So every tech that we don't already have and we start getting spread on, we're learning faster than our actual innovation. Which means we don't have to skyrocket our literacy. We can stay at the 50% range, which is kind of where we want to stay, because we don't want to hurt our pop growth. We don't want to hurt our standard of living. Again, these are things that that definitely help out. Look at that tech spread. Look at that. Look at that. 71 to 213 from tech spread alone. This is going to go in 8 to 13 weeks. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. We got feminism spreading here. 7 to 13 months. Or was it cameras? I don't know. It could be any of them, but at this point, yeah. We got vacuum canning, 14 to 23 weeks just from tech spread alone. Jesus, Murphy, that's a lot. And we're still not happy. No, we want more. We want bare minimum 150 to 200. That's what I tell people. But again, why not more? Why not 250? Why not 300? Why not 500? Go for 1,000 universities, I say. Why not? There's no shame, no blame. Do it. It's worth it. Trust me, it's good. Oh, okay, good. Okay, paused it at the right moment. 92%. The game's got to give it to me. I need this. Give me corporate state. Don't cheat me, game. I know it says 3% stalled. Don't cheat me. Good. Good, good, good. And we got the lovely flag now. Lovely flag. We're China now. But here's the thing. Cooperative ownership. Okay, now how do I piss off the socialists? How do I piss off the labor movement? We go for wage subsidies and then cancel. And now we're at 49%. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that labor movement. Let's get... Oh, the socialist movement disbanded on me. Boo. I actually did want them. Oh, well. That's unfortunate. So 11% plus, what, 14% for 25%? I guess that'll have to do for us. Let's get these guys in here now. That'll put us up to 25%, I believe. 26%. Okay, well, we got a good shot. We got a good shot. It's not the end of the world. We got a good shot. And do I care about fragile unity? No. No. Although I do like having a primary culture, so we'll do reconciliation. We'll piss them off. Yeah, it's gonna hurt us with the radicals, but whatever. Not that big of a deal. Now we get another company. Should I go for tooling now? I think I'm gonna go for Ooh, my Panama Canal is ready. Suez Canal is ready. We're going Suez Canal. I might try to build both. I know it could be a bit of a pain in the butt having to balance both of them, but we're gonna try. I don't have that many ports, so it should be profitable enough. Anyhow, we are running out of things to build. Oh no. Okay, well, let's get more trade. Oh my god. The trade is bonkers. We're in crazy territory when it comes to trade, my friends. This is when it gets really, really crazy. Yeah, we're at the 50-year mark, so it's gonna get nutty. Let's take a look at our market, huh? 22,000 groceries, 16,000 paper, 12,000 steel, 11,000 fruit. We are starting to import raw materials, but again, we have too much of a need for clothes still. Guess we're gonna have to fix that. Might be a good idea anyway. Let's do that. Holy crap, look at that productivity. Yeah, we're gonna start building some clothing, I think. We'll do 5 apiece. I don't see any need to rely on foreign investment anymore. Although, let's take a look at the foreign investment while we're waiting. 150 AQs. Well, how about that? Let's take a look at... Oh, look at all this construction coming my way, bro. My gosh. The numbers are staggering. It's literally a second private investment queue, really. And it's just huge. 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 Absolutely huge. Absolute insanity. I'm actually fully impressed at how much it's being built here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that they're still building infrastructure for me too. Thank you, Transvaal. I do appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Yeah, we're getting to a point where this is all going to go away, though. Just watch. The moment we get cooperative ownership, that is going to be the big moment. And oh my god, it is going to be majestic. Let's take a look at our reinvestment before the... 961,000. Actually, that's not bad for 50 years. Generally, you want to be in the million range after 50 years. So we're relatively close, and it's mostly because of our rice farms and our company headquarters. But again, that's really, really good. We're almost even with where most players will be at this point. We're at 1 billion on our GDP, and again, almost 1 million on our reinvestment. So we're kind of close to where we should be if we play normally as Qing, without all the foreign investment shenanigans. Again, let's take a look at our capitalists before I continue on. Our capitalists, again, they're relatively strong. There's not a whole heck of a lot of them. There's only 480,000 of them. It should probably be double that, to be honest, by this point. But again, we're doing really okay. We're not, considering we have half the number of capitalists, we're doing really okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the greatest I've ever seen, but considering everything else that we've been doing, like taking India, taking pretty much over all of South America, getting our mandate points up, just getting everything covered. Damn, I might even be able to swap off of advanced research at this rate, just from the amount of innovation that we got here. I don't even think we need advanced research anymore. It's not even that good anymore, just because of the reinvestment for the spread. So I'm gonna swap out advanced research onto something else. I don't even know what yet. I'll figure something out. Maybe freedom of movement and I'll open up my borders. That would be wild, but I don't think that would work very well as China. Maybe I'll go for food. Oh, I already got food. What else should I go then? Maybe vassalization. I could. That'd be free authority. I could use more authority. Everybody could use more authority. I could go colonial offices and make it even easier for me to take stuff. There's a lot of options. I could go construction at this point. I wouldn't even give a crap. I could go police coordination for 250 authority. That's always nice. There's lots of options, though. Lots of potential options. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I always do. Well, our GDP is starting to slow down a little bit. We had a nice spike going on there, but we had a big bump from that last war. That was not good. Unfortunately, we have not recovered as fast as I hoped to, although with that lovely extra plus 20 scale of economy, that should definitely help out. Problem is, I keep running out of infrastructure. It's never enough infrastructure. It's never enough. I'm literally building 5 at a time now just to make up for it. I can't keep up with the demands. And we got it. Hallelujah. You know, go away. Go away. We got it. We're here. We got cooperative ownership. Do you really want to watch me break up all of these treaties? Here. Just one by one by one. We're going to break them all. I don't want any treaties anymore. I don't even care if they're... okay, let's take a look at what they have before I do that. We still got 104 Qs in here. Look at all of this coming my way. All this steel. Lovely, right? Well, don't care. Breaking every single treaty. Oh, well, maybe not the trade privileges. I want... wait. I'm giving them trade privileges? No, we're breaking that one. That one goes away. Go away. Yeah, you're getting trade privileges from me. Go away. I don't care about your investment rights. Go away. Go away. All of this needs to go away. Everything. All of it. Just it's going to take forever. I'm going to cut. Here, I'm going to cut so you guys don't have to watch me do this one by one by one. Alright, the cut is over. We fast forwarded a bit to get our interest set around. Everything's good now. I think we're finally ready. So, before we begin, I want you to take a note of this. 940,000 reinvestment. Okay. Okay. I want you to take note of this. 2,000 nationally owned buildings. I want you to take note of everything else here. The amount of population is nice, but again, it's not super important. Look at our GDP. 1.3 billion. Again, not bad. A lot of people could probably get a heck of a lot higher at this point. A lot of people would probably be around 2 or 3 billion. However, we're going to change that. Don't forget, the people who are 2 or 3 billion are also playing wide. I am technically tall as China, just to prove how powerful that this actually is, without going wide. See, I don't need to go wide to get my 3 billion. Other people do. I don't. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. We got our cooperative ownership. Everything's good and ready. Let's do this. Oh yeah, no more treaties. Treaties are gone. Go to buildings. Building registry. Nationalize filter buildings. Turn off give compensation. Click all. Find the Chinese. And remove. We are now taking 13,373 buildings. Literally, Leet 3. That's literally what that says, Leet 3. I didn't do that on purpose. That was purely accidental. It would have cost us 2.67 billion, which is more than our credit limit. But that's how much we're taking. Okay? We're taking that. Again, I want you to take note of this, okay? 940,000 reinvestment. Watch what happens. Nationalize. Oh no, our bureaucracy suffered. 16,000 buildings. Hooey. Pause on pause. 7.85 million reinvestment. We made 7 million reinvestment from one action. One pitiful, measly, insignificant action. That's all it took. Look at that reinvestment, bro. Look at it. Look at it. Look at my companies don't even show up in here. That's how much money all these other things are making for me. Now, what's going to happen is this will go up even better. And, oh yeah, by the way, this money, it's going to start melting. Just watch. Just watch as they start buying things. It's going to get crazy. They're going to keep buying things, and this number is going to shrink. Yeah, we're already going down. We're already going down. Yeah, 438 now. I bet you the next time I look, it'll be even lower. 426, it's melting. I'm telling you. And what you need to do in this situation is you need to construction max like crazy. 1 million loss is not enough. You need to be within like the 2 or even 3 million range. Okay, we went down to 4 million. But, yeah, that's probably because we're starting to take company losses now. Yeah, we're taking a few company losses. But that will level out, and it will go back up to 7 million again. And you need to be within the 2 or 3 million range for your losses, because they're going to be buying 4 million off of you every chance they get. They're not just going to be building, they're going to be buying like crazy, especially since you have that stupid 35% private allocation, which is why you don't want to stay on co-op ownership. You want to go back to laissez-faire. I know, wild, right? Or you could go to interventionism, sorry. And, I mean, there's no shame or blame going interventionism. There really isn't. Interventionism at this point is also a very good one. The only reason why I don't go interventionism is because of the reinvestment. I don't actually want the money anymore. I want them to have the money for the reinvestment so that they can grow and they can become big and strong and they can hit the 1,000 private construction mark. And then once they hit the 1,000 private construction mark, then you could swap off to interventionism and then do 50-50. At that point, you can do 50-50. So it's literally co-op to laissez-faire, back to interventionism. You're literally not staying on an economic system. You're crazy if you're staying on an economic system. But yeah, now we're going for laissez-faire, and oh my gosh, we are going to be making so much money so quickly now. Look at that, 409. We went down 30 million already just from me talking. I gotta get my construction back up, bro. Like, we're in trouble right now because we're gonna hit that freaking reserve cap at this rate. I know it doesn't look like we are. Trust me, we're gonna hit that stupid reserve cap if we're not careful. So at this point, you need to just start building. Just go ham. Just go absolutely bonkers. Do whatever it takes to keep this number at around at least 1.5 million bare minimum. If you're not losing at least 1.5 million, that means you're gaining 4 million every single ticket. Oh my god, this money just melts. Like, this credit melts. It's so crazy how fast it goes because you still have so many buildings to sell. 15,000 buildings to sell. Do you have any idea how much that is? That's like 3 billion worth, okay? That's a lot. That's a lot. And they're buying it at 4.5 million, okay? So, again, look at that credit. I'm losing 729,000 and I'm still gaining redonkulous amounts. I gotta keep building more construction, and the only problem is my freaking infrastructure. You know what? I don't even care about infrastructure. Just get the construction out. Just get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Go ham if you have to. Again, 1.5. You know what? I'm being stupid here. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't even stop. Don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Just go bonkers. Go, 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 go. And I got another company now. Dang it. Okay, I gotta pause. Okay, what company do I want now? Do I want to go for the other ship company, the other canal company? Where is my Suez Canal? Did I cancel that? I must have canceled that. Yeah, I was starting to lose me money, and at that point, then we ran into trouble. Maybe I should go Home Goods. I don't know. Maybe Home Goods. Home Goods, I think, would be good for me, to be honest. Obviously, the technology spread would be fantastic, but I don't think I need it anymore. My technology spread is just crazy. I don't even need the Kaiping. I know I'm crazy for saying that. People are gonna be like, "What are you doing? The 10% spread is so good." No, I think I need profit at this point. I think this might actually be the most profitable company for me in the game right now. Just because of the number of standard living goods I'm gonna have to be building over time. Oops, I'm gonna need authority now. Okay, let's get rid of some of these taxes. Let's get rid of all of these taxes, okay? That is how confident I am that I'm going to be making so much money. Let's just kill the taxes. Use them for my, let's use them for my companies. That'd be a better idea, I think. Give you investment rights. Do you have investment rights? Do I want to give you investment rights? I don't care about you, actually. I need to make you profitable somehow again, but I don't care that much about you, I'm sorry. You need investment rights? Good, good, good. How about you? You need investment rights? No, you're good, you're good. We got good coverage here. We got most of the construction stuff covered. I know we're using up a lot of companies for it, but to be honest, there's nothing else I really want for these companies. Nope, I just gotta start profit maxing on them. Especially for these ones, but trust me, these guys are gonna grow like crazy. A lot of those companies are being bought are gonna be going to these guys, and we're gonna be talking about 3-4 million by the 1910 mark. Like, we just started, and that's actually the reason why I took this one. I'm gonna have to probably take the textile one, the Jiangnang one again. And the reason why is simply because of how many textile mills I got being bought up right now. Oh god, it's gonna get just crazy. It's just gonna be crazy, bro. Oh no, don't fail as I fare on me, no! But it's gonna get crazy. And even now, I'm not building fast enough. Oh my gosh, the numbers. Look at us, 364 million now. It's going down too fast. I can't keep up. Oh no, mama, I can't keep up, mama. Mama, I need help, mama. Mama. Maybe I should work on my railway subsidies again. You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. Don't even care. Although I should probably put some. I can put services on there. We'll do only the highbrow stuff. There we go. Now we're at -20. That's fine, and doesn't put us too high. I think that'll be okay. I don't really want to bother with social mobility, and I can't really do greener grass. I could probably do road maintenance, but just for 2 states, not a big deal. I think we're fine on this run. What we'll do instead is get more construction. Oh my gosh, I need more construction. I need more places that I don't have infrastructure problems. Oh crap. I gotta start building some more infrastructure stuff. We don't even have anybody doing any foreign investments in us anymore. That's gone. You could try to get them back. In fact, you can if you start buttering up to people again. But yeah, we still have major infrastructure problems, even without all the foreign investment. Yeah, foreign investment's gone, but we still got a buttload of stuff being built. We got 142 buildings being built right now, so yeah, that's quite a lot. We need more, though. We need to get these numbers up. We gotta pump those numbers up, kid. Gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers, kid. Gotta get those numbers up, kid. Come on, kid. Get those numbers up, kid. There we go. That'll work.
Ding, 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 ding.
After these messages,
Ding, 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 ding.
we'll be right back.
Oh, India, you're just a silly boy thinking you could... Remember how I said before that you could hit the gold reserve cap if you don't lose money fast enough? I built all the construction I could. I even beelined for arc welding, okay? Well, I guess I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for... I guess arc welding will put me up a little higher. I thought 15,000 was the cap. I was clearly wrong, but... yeah, we're 17,000 without arc welding, and I'm still making money. Why? Because my reinvestment went past 7 million. I thought it stayed at 7 million. No, it's 8 million now, just from the company headquarters. Remember before I was talking about how all of the companies would start buying up all of the buildings that I nationalized? Yeah, that wasn't wrong. Every one of my companies is hyper profitable except for like the canal companies. Like home goods 1.5 million, I got tools at 2.4 million, steel 2.2 million, I got paper company at 1.4 million, I got food company at 2.2 million, I got my textile company at 1.7 million. My goodness, this got crazy fast. Yeah, my GDP isn't growing as fast as I hoped it would, but you know what? At this point, that's just a high score. That's all the GDP is at this point, because this GDP is lower than what I'm actually earning. It really is. It's not reflective of what my actual value and strength is. I have so much unaccounted for value that 2.1 billion does not reflect what this is actually worth. If somebody were to be crazy enough to attack me, do I even have mass conscription? I gotta go for mass conscription. I need it. Okay? Because here's the thing. The amount of conscripts that I have right now, I can afford them all, no problem. I'm not even kidding. In any war, it doesn't even matter what it is, I can have all of these conscripts out, and I would not even be losing money on my gold reserve. I would be minus 7-8 million. Wouldn't even affect me. Just because of how much buildings are being bought. Once these buildings dry up, then it becomes a problem. But at that point, we're going to swap off to interventionism, and when we do that, these are going to be 1,000 private construction queues, and we're going to be running them, what, 400, 500, once we're at like over 20, maybe up to 30,000. I actually don't remember how much arc welding gives you. It might only be 20,000. If it's only 20,000, we'll be, what, like 300 buildings, then there'll be 1,000. Or no, we'd be 100 buildings, they'd be 1,000, but yeah, I don't know. I might even go for the construction mandate again. I might even swap off advanced research for construction mandates. I'm thinking about it. I'm legitimately thinking about it for this playthrough because I'm playing tall. If I wasn't playing tall, all I would do is I would just expand out into Russia. Or I would annex India instead of dealing with these stupid uprisings. Yeah, if I annexed India right now, oh my god, the amount of construction I could get would just be bonkers. And I'd be able to afford it without even trying. In your playthrough, play wide for this. I've already set a limitation that I'm going to be playing tall, except for Panama and Suez. Those are the only two I took. Everything else is a protectorate or lower. So I guess I kind of limited myself with that rule quite a lot, because right now I could probably hit 5 billion if I spread out and just took like Russia and took over India and annexed India. Oh my goodness. Just the population growth alone, because India still has 300 million. Yeah, I would be over 1 billion at that point. I'd have Russians' populations. I'd be 1.2 or 1.3 billion. And the amount of construction that I would have put out there would probably skyrocket my standard of living over 20. And oof, that GDP per capita would be over 4 or 5. Oh my gosh, I'd be rolling in the money. I'd be rolling in the GDP, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is working out. It's a great proof of concept. If you do it, go wide. Don't play tall for this. I just wanted to do tall to see how good I could get Qing when you play tall, and I'm willing to bet I'm gonna max out by the end of this game with how much Qing is willing to give me. Now that I got Chitral, let's give it to... Who am I going to give it to? Do I want to give you Kashmir, or do I want to give it to Persia? I think I want to give it to Persia. Let's give Chitral Persia. Okay, you want Pashtunistan. Take it. And you want Chitral Kashmir. Okay, Chinese Kashmir now. And Chinese Kashmir. Take it. Beautiful. There we go, a nice beefy Persia. Maybe we'll take over Kandahar and Sindh. And then we'll give them to like India or Persia, one or the other. But yeah, oh yeah, I made Persia Confucian. Let's take a look at my religion. I'm willing to bet I got some Confucian states in now. There we go, Confucian, Animist, weird. We got Confucian. Oh, let's check South America. Oh, Chile's Confucian. Hey, Chile, good job, Chile. Peru's Confucian. New Granada's Confucian. Damn, brother. We are spreading the Confucian faith all over the world. How about that? Even Tibet's starting to become Confucian. Dang. Too bad for the Buddhists, but no, we're Confucian now, bro. And Hindu, yeah, we're gonna make you Confucian very, very shortly. Don't you worry, it's gonna happen. That's one of the best parts about religious convocation is just the meme of making everybody your religion, and then you got freaking Catholic India or Confucian India. And oh boy, it gets funny fast. Well, I would feel bad for Japan, but I definitely do not. I don't think they had the strength to really hold up against me. They should have backed down, honestly. We're finally balancing out our budget again. We're almost back into the negatives for our reserves. Probably because we're finally starting to run out of buildings for my reinvestment people to buy. Although that reinvestment is getting chunky, Boyd. Holy moly, that's a lot of reinvestment. I want to look at my companies again. I know I keep looking at it every 5 minutes, but my goodness. 2.3 million, 3.5 million, 2 million. Oh my goodness. 3.5 million, 3.3 million, 2 million. What kind of trade do I got going on here? 251,000 grocery exports. We're importing so much wood, though. Oh my god. I really wish I decided to go wide. I wish I went wide so I could just take Siberia for myself. In fact, I'm going to make them a protectorate just so I can build wood in them. I so wish I would. Oh, I wish I didn't implement that stupid rule on myself so I could go wide, because if I went wide, oh my god, I'd be so scary. I'd be so terrifying. Oh, I wouldn't have to import all this wood like a chode. Oh my gosh. Oh, phew. And that bureaucracy is bonkers. You know what? Let's get some more institutions up here, huh? Let's just do it. Let's just get those wages going. I need it. I need it anyways. We gotta get that standard of living up. We gotta get that per capita up. Yeah, it's gonna hurt our population growth, but I don't think that really matters. We're gonna be over 1 billion, boys. It's gonna happen. We're gonna be 1.1 billion. We're gonna be more than that. We might hit 1.2. I'm willing to bet we're gonna hit 1.2. And look at this tech. Look at this tech, bro. Look at this tech. I don't even care about this war. I already know I won this war. I don't even have to fight it. It doesn't exist to me. I want you to look how many universities I got instead. 1,100 universities! Okay, look at this. 1650 innovation with the 69 feeling fine because we're getting 19% for prestige goods and we got a 50% economy of scale for a lovely 2,803 innovation. Take a look at this spread. We are making 700 technology spread. Every single time that a technology spread happens, it goes away right away. Okay? The moment a spread happens, I actually had to change it so I could actually know when a spread is happening because it goes by so quickly. No, there is no spread happening right now because of how fast the damn tech goes. But when it happens, like, it's only 1,700 innovation. It's literally less than a year. Well, no, I guess it'd be about 2 years at that point for 1,700, just from the tech spread alone. But my gosh, it goes quick. You don't even pay attention to it, and it just disappears. And every single time that I take a technology that Britain doesn't have, because they're the only competition for my tech, and I'm beating the crap out of them, by the way. Well, I'm not beating the crap out of them. Other people are. I'm only focusing on Japan. Britain is a non-factor. I don't even care about Britain, okay? Did I even take anything from Britain? No, I took stuff from Occitania and Hungary and Brittany and Galicia. Okay. I'm not even fighting Britain. I'm an idiot. Okay. Britain's on my side, aren't they? I got lost. No, they're not even on my side. No, it's literally just me against the world. What the hell's going on with Britain? Oh, they got their own stupid war going on and France is involved. Okay. I got confused. That's good. It keeps them distracted so I can smack around Austria. Although, why are you not taking the capital? Or you did take the capital. Good. Yeah. This whole time I was talking, this was happening automatically, okay? I literally put 0 effort into this. I didn't even mobilize all my troops because I knew I was going to win. Like, this is non-factor moment, okay? This is me putting 0 effort in. There's no point in putting effort in. I've already won. I've already won. There's no point. Effort? Who needs it? Effort doesn't have value at this moment. I've already won. Oh, we got a 73 guy sitting around doing nothing. How about I send your butt out here and you can help out with the naval invasions? We'll just take over France. We'll take over Austria. This is just candy mode. This is candy mode. I don't even know if I'm going to show you this war. This war is a joke. Every war has been a joke since then. Oh, and we went up to 200 million GDP in overnight. That was fast. And we went down, we went up, we went down, we went up. Do I even have foreign investment anymore? I don't think I do. Yeah, I didn't bother putting any more in. But oh my god, we got lots of lovely automotive industries coming in. I might need some rubber. Just saying, I'm just saying. But we got a lot of protectorates in rubber territory, and Austria just lost. Haha. And we've already made landfall on France, so this war's going to go quickly as well. In fact, you know what? Your ass can go up here. No, I can't even do that, because, what's going on here? Why can't I send my other shippy boy in? Oh, because we're still doing a naval invasion there. This is an entirely different person who made landfall. Well, you did a great job, whoever you are. Who is that? I want to give them their flowers. East India, you did a great job. Good job, India. The Dominion of India, you get a golf clap. Every now and then, the AI just does something correctly, and you just gotta give it its flowers. Good job, India. Oh my gosh, the deactivated. No! I hate it when that happens. I have not been doing any micromanagement on this. I have been ignoring the ports. I don't even think I've been subsidizing them. Guess I better subsidize the dang ports, and I better fix my stupid railways. Alright, ports, get subsidized. Where is my trade? Subsidize the trade. I hate doing this. It's going to cost me a mint. Oh well, we can afford it. Can we go down to filing cabinets? Will that save me money? No, it won't. Okay. So if I go down to filing cabinets, I lose a boatload. If I go all the way up to telephone switchboards, I make a boatload. So there you go. I guess we'll just stay where we are. Stay the course. Keep going how we've been going. Wow, what happened to my PMs? My productions are just bad. Bad, bad, bad. Exempt. Exempt. What happened? What the hell happened? Something happened. That ain't right. That boy ain't right, I tell you what. There we go. Get rid of some of the subsidies. Yeah, you can be exempt. I don't care. Yeah, no, you don't get exempt status. I'm tired of exempting. No, I want level 4. There we go, level 4. No, I want level 4. I don't care. You know what? Screw you. You're gonna do it anyways. Everybody gets level 4. Do I really need the extra arms? Probably not. Maybe artillery. Nope, no touch it. No touchy. What time is it? It's do not touch a clock. We'll switch off to electricity very shortly, especially since we have so much construction now already. What else can I swap to? No, I think I got the rest on electric sewing, so we'll exempt for that and make that happen. And we got our efficient canning practices still on. Good, good, good. Hopefully that balances out and the prosperity starts going back up. With all the subsidies we're spending, it should. Hopefully it doesn't become a problem later, especially with the subventions we're putting down. Let's see how many groceries we're selling now. 232,000. Damn, bro. Damn. What's our profit looking at right now? 4 million, almost 5 million from food company alone. Probably because of all those subventions, though. Damn, bro. Oh, jeez. It took me 4 tries to get graduated taxation. You want to know what's happening now? Proportional is worth more to me now. What an absolute joke. What an absolute joke. I'm not even kidding. Proportional is worth more to me now. I gotta cancel it. Oh my god. My companies, what happened to my companies? No, they're doing great. My companies are doing fantastic, but I'm just making so much from proportional that even though my companies are doing just bonkers, I got a 7 million company right here, bro. Like, this is crazy. Look at the trade I got going on here. 718,000 tools, 680,000 groceries. All these merchant marines are being sold. All this paper is being sold. Yeah, and my proportional taxation is still better. I have to cancel graduated taxation. I can't believe I'm doing that. It feels so wrong. It feels like the worst thing I've ever done in my life. But hey, we got arc welding. So we got that done. Everything's been upgraded. We got all of our lovely electricity done and dealt with still. Most of it anyways. I'm gonna have to fix the rest of it. Let's do that right now. Control 10. Just keep going. Don't even stop. You have so much construction, you're gonna run out of things to build anyways. Just keep going until there's no green left for electricity. Just because of how productive the crap is, it doesn't even matter. And the earnings are just terrible anyway, so who gives a crap? As long as the productivity is good, that's all you care about. And yeah, as long as it's green, just go. Just go ham. Just go bonkers. I gotta do whatever it takes to get that standard of living up. I gotta do whatever it takes to get these numbers up. We might have hit a cap here. I think 5 billion is the cap at this point. I can't grow any further. I'm trying to. The only way I'm gonna be able to grow is if I expand. I'd have to take more states. I don't want to take more states, so I got a standard of living and max out. I got a population max, and look at that population, holy crap. I got a GDP per capita max, and that's hard to do as Qing, to be honest. That's actually really hard to do as Qing. Maybe a better player could do it, but I'm having a hard time doing it. I'm actually struggling a lot getting this GDP to go up more. This GDP is stagnant now, and obviously it's because the easy GDP growth, which is obviously construction, is gone. No more construction growth. I hit 27,000 construction. I'm not getting any more. I haven't even hit the 1,000 private construction, so I'm not even swapping off to interventionism. There's literally no point to swapping off. No, what I've been doing instead is I've been going around protectorating everybody. I should probably go for the Kazakhs. I think I will go for the Kazakhs. There we go. Might as well do it right now. No point in waiting. Just go for them. Take them out. They might even give up on me, to be honest. I'm willing to bet I could force them to give up here. Let me try that right now. Yeah, I can pull in the US very easily, so let's pull in the US, and we're going to scare the Kazakhs into giving up, and then we'll do the same with Kokand. So it's going to take a little time because the game's running so slow because I have so much construction going on. It's going to 1,000 and it's going up and down, up and down. I might have to switch your interventionism after all. I don't even know what to do at this point. I think, yeah, we're going to try going to interventionism. We're going to try. Are the labor movements pissed off? Yes, they are. Good. Okay, interventionism. I can't believe this. Late game interventionism is better than late game laissez-faire in some cases. And right now, this is one of those cases. I'm telling you, you want the monopolies for your companies. You just it helps. It really does help. Let's see if I can scare the Kazakhs into giving up. Sure. I'll pretend to take it. Just give up. Just give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. You got nothing to stop me with. Just give up. Give up, give up, give up, give up, give up, give up. Don't even try to fight. If you try to fight, I will murder. Oh, there you go. Good boy. That's a good boy. Who's a good boy? You are, Kazakhstan. You are. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You can't stand. You, like, even by myself, you can't handle it. Bringing in the United States just makes it unflippin' fair. Okay? It just makes it unfair. You got nothing at that point. You might as well just roll over and die if we actually want to kill you. There's literally nothing you can do to stop it. Alright, let's swap off to the USA again. A-OK, USA. Bring you in, my friend. Call ally. And let's try to scare these guys out. Oh, I gotta get the USA in first. There we go. And humiliate and force nationalize. And that should be enough to scare them. Go on, Kokand. Give up. I don't want to kill you. I just want to protectorate you so it will make a lovely thumbnail. And then I can take all of this and make this into a nice, pretty Chinese thumbnail, even though it's not the same color, because they're all protectorate, so it counts. I don't care. I know, you guys care. I don't care. I'm doing it for the thumbnail sake. It's going to be pretty. I'm going to love it. You're going to love it. Everybody's going to love it. It's going to look great. Well, at least the GDP's going up somehow, because my per capita is going up. I might have started this too late. Maybe if I started the per capita grind a little earlier, I might be able to get a better GDP, but I feel like I've hit my cap. Just because the easy construction's over with. There is no easy construction left. I'm pretty much capped out on the easy construction. That's sad. That's very, very sad. And all of this. So much to make. Oh, and the trade. I forgot about trade. Oh no, I forgot trade. No, not trade. Oh my god. I need so much trade. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh. The trade. The trade. 100. I wish I could do plus 100 or even plus 1,000. I should be able to do like shift, alt, control, and then it goes plus 1,000. Because doing 10 at a time is for the birds, man. This is a joke. Oh, Kokand back down. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm not going to war anymore. I'm done. I'm gonna try for interventionism. I'm gonna hope that it passes. Oh, I got a good shot of it passing. I hope that it passes, but if it doesn't, I might not be able to get past the 5 billion mark. That'll suck. Especially when I've come this far.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yuck!
Well, that was just straight up unfortunate. We failed interventionism. Damn. And looking like my canal companies are failing again, even though I got the subventions and subsidies in place. Do I need even more subventions to make up for the shortfall? If that's the case, I'm going to have to raise my taxes and hurt my GDP. Crap. I guess I'll do it. Whatever. At this point, we're at the end of the game anyways. I might as well do what I can to max it out. So, see what kind of trade I can get if I subvent my tools all the way. Yeah, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg, but you know what? We're going to do it. Same with groceries. Let's do it with groceries real quick. Groceries, my groceries. Let's go back to subventing to the maximum. Yeah, okay, well, we're barely making money again. But that's fine, that's fine. It's not even a big deal. It's not. I think we actually capped out on tech. Yeah, we're capped out on tech, bro. That is last tech. We finished the tech tree as Qing. Bro, that's amazing. But, we're losing money again, but this should go away eventually at this rate. Tell me it's going away. Where's that stupid canal? Where's that stupid canal? There it is. Really? Really? We got profitability issues with the canal with all of the trade that we got going on? I didn't build that many. Somehow, some way, we are losing money though, and it's because our GDP is dropping again, because our standard of living is dropping. Although our per capita is going up again. I don't know how that's happening, but hey, it's working. Whatever we're doing is working. We got less than a year anyways. Oh, we're not building, that's why. Oh, okay, that's me being stupid. That's me being a dum-dum. I can't help it. I get distracted too easily. There we go. Get some of these built. How about some more food industries for all the trade that we're doing? The food industries have got to be just going bonkers again. I hope it didn't collapse. I lowered the subventions earlier, and I'm worried that it collapsed the trade. No, it's back up. It's back up. It's over 500,000. I know I could have probably gone for 1 million if I didn't touch the subventions, but I was trying to force up the GDP per capita, and it didn't work. We got a 1.4 billion population, though, and I'm tall. I'm literally tall. This is technically tall, technically. I know it's not actually tall, but it's technically tall, because I haven't conquered anything except for Sinai and Panama. Okay, everything else is just a protectorate. Bloody wild, though. Right? Isn't that bloody wild? Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'm kind of happy with 5.6 billion. I wish I could have pushed it up even further. Unfortunately, I just cannot get that damn GDP per capita to go up anymore. I've done everything. I got all the institutions coming up. I think I even increased my welfare to 3, and it didn't even help. Although I think it's because I'm on wage subsidies instead of old age pension. Maybe I should have went old age pension for this run. Whatever. Everything else is maxed out. We're doing fantastic on that. We are losing money hand over fist, but we don't have a full year left. So I'm okay with that. Leave that to be a problem for the next guy. Yeah, it's Greek debt, but his Greek debt can literally be fixed with 2 clicks. Either raise to very high taxes or just reduce the damn subsidies I got going on here. See, I got how much are my subsidies costing me? My subventions are costing me 28 million. If I get rid of my subventions like that, instantly this debt just disappears. Even if I go to half subventions, the debt disappears. But right now I'm trying to get these numbers up as high as possible for the final showcasing. I don't know, maybe I'll just be, oh, look at this, guys, look at what I maxed out here. But I guess that's kind of clickbait. You know what? I'm going to show you the final year instead of the final day. I don't think I ever show you guys the final year anymore, what I do in the final year. It's literally just me build maxing as much as humanly possible, making sure that everything that is profitable gets built. I guess you're not profitable. You're not profitable anymore. You're not profitable anymore. You're not profitable anymore. You're somewhat profitable, not a whole heck of a lot. You're not profitable anymore. You're way profitable. So food. Yes, food. 15. How about steel? You need some? Oh my god, yes. Oh my gosh, so much steel is necessary. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go down to 15 at this rate. Go down to 15. Don't even have to pay attention to the infrastructure because all my private sector is doing the infrastructure building for me at this point. We're just gonna go all the way down to 15. 15. That's close enough. How about, nope. Okay, you go down to 15. 15. And that should last me until the end of the year, I think. I think all of this building will last me till the end of the year. I don't need any more trade because obviously we're losing money on the trade companies. That productivity is not good enough. I'm overbuilt on trade. Even though it says I need a boatload of trade, apparently I overbuilt. How do I know I overbuilt? Because of this tab right here. Look at all of this unused trade capacity. And it's because I killed my subsidies. I should have not have touched my subsidies at the last second there. I killed my trade. I had almost 800,000 grocery trade. Obviously, it's going to go back up. Will it get back to that point for the end? Probably not, but I'm okay with this. Let's just keep building more groceries. Just keep going ham. We are the world's premier food company. Oh, yeah, that went down. That's also down. Oh, that could use a little bit. You're going to have to touch. How about motors? Ooh, definitely need some motors. Let's go for motor. Well, there's your problem. You don't got enough motors. That is, in fact, a problem that does need to be fixed, and I believe that if you want to continue down this path, you will build yourself some motor industries. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, we got a bunch of wars going on. Oh my god, they're actually losing. How? How are you losers losing, you losers? Why are you being such losers, you losers? Stop being losers. Losers. They got all these troops and they're still losing. I'm actually impressed. Well, I kinda don't want a bunch of crap on the screen when I take a screenshot. So, I guess I better get these guys up and out of the way. Do something about them anyways. Tell me you're on attack mode. Everybody on attack mode? Good, good, good. Just take care of it. Get it out the way. Be like the ludicrous song. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Damn, look at that number of loyalists. So 936 million loyalists. Bloody wild. Hopefully I can get rid of these stupid revolts before then. Hopefully. Maybe I should send your butt down here and you can help out over here. That'd be lovely. That would be absolutely lovely. Oh, you didn't make it in time, did you? You're slow. You're slow, bro. You're so slow. Get your ass to work. Don't let them win. Take them out. Take them out, bruh. At this point, this is literally what I do at the end. I try to get rid of all the revolutions so I can get a nice clean screenshot without having to deal with all this crap in the way. And yeah, just dealing with stupid, silly revolutions, trying to GDP max, trying to pop max. Everything's done. We got all our building done. We can't build any more Oh, I can. One construction. Where? Oh, in Guangdong. Why did you lose 3 construction, Guangdong? That's so weird. I don't remember deleting it. I must have done that by accident somewhere. Go away. Stupid company limit. But we're not going to hit the credit cap anyway, so I do not care. Literally Greek debt, but that is something that could literally just be fixed by 2 clicks. Or 1 click, and then go to my subventions down here and get rid of the... Yeah, and the 10 million in subsidies for the trade centers. Oh, God. Yeah, I know it looks like I'm losing money. That can go away with in a heartbeat. In fact, at the last second, I don't want to make the joke because it's mean, but I'll deliberately remove all of the subsidies and all the subventions that give me these huge numbers, just so I can have a huge balance, and I can be like, look at my balance, guys! I'm gonna have a great screenshot for the end, and I'm gonna do it as a meme, and I'm gonna put it in my thumbnail, just so I can be like, look at my wonderful balance! Oh my gosh. Oh, game over. Okay, whoops, I should have caught it the last second, but that's okay, we can continue playing. But before we do that, you might as well take a look at what I got going on here. 1.15 billion Han, 667 million laborers. We have 1.44 billion capitalists, if you can believe it. That's how much political strength they have. That is bonkers. Whew. Political strength here, 6.04 billion political strength. Damn. Confucian, 6.241 billion. We have 1.4 billion Confucians in this world right now. Gosh darn it. Obviously our GDP staggered out. Damn, I kind of failed at the end here. I know, last second I choked. That's okay, that's okay. It's because I ran out of free construction. That's the easiest GDP growth there is in the game. Once you run out of free construction, yeah, you're suffering. Okay, let's get back to my country. We'll just do January 1st as the showcasing here, okay? It's literally one day, okay? I'm not trying to cheat, guys, honest, I'm not. Okay, get rid of that. And what can I do in this case? Can I just declare neutrality and get rid of this and then give up on this? Who even cares? Go away. Go away. Now it's out of the way. Perfect. Isn't that beautiful now? I know. We got the Mapuche uprising here. Who cares? Chile suffered. Who cares? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I don't care. Let's take a look at our religious first off. I want to see what my overview is looking like. I have a Confucian Persia. All of Persia is now Confucian. All of Burma is now Confucian. Parts of what used to be the protectorates of Siam are Persian. Confucian. I lost my Sunni holding, or my Hindus. They stopped doing it for some reason. That's a little unfortunate, even though you're supposed to be Confucian. At least you're looking nice here. I should have taken Sin. I forgot to. I should have taken these parts too. You know, I'm gonna cover over it anyways. I don't care. Yeah, you can complain. Oh my god, what a cheater Dairuka is. He covered over these little blemishes here. I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't. It wasn't because I couldn't, it's because I forgot. Literally, that's the only reason. And I'm not reloading. I don't reload. It's not what I do. And I'm not doing it for Sin and whatever the hell this is. And whatever the hell this is just make it look pretty. That's all I care about. Making it look pretty. That's all I want. Same with Cambodia, same with Sean, same with this here. Nobody ever bothers colonizing here anyway, so nobody will care if I cover that up. That'll be nice and pretty. That's what I care about. Our GDP, 5.9 billion pretty much. Couldn't make the 6 billion mark. Damn. I failed at the end. Yeah, I choked. Again, I ran out of construction, and once you run out of construction, that's when the free GDP disappears. If I was playing wide, I could conquer all this wonderful land that I protectorated instead, and then make that into new construction sectors, and then this would be even higher. We're talking 10, maybe even 20 billion at that point. Just, you know, it gets kind of wild. It gets wild really quickly, especially with this level of population that I have here. Don't forget, another 250 million from India, and another 100 million from Russia at that point, and the growth on top of the growth. Instead of 25 million per year, it'd be 35 million per year, and it just gets bonkers really quickly. And with a higher standard of living from all the extra construction, it just gets better and better and better and better and better. And yeah. I guess another thing I probably could have done is probably gone communist again, get the standard of living even higher. I mean, 21 standard of living as China is pretty damn good. Obviously, it hurt my GDP though. Couldn't get that damn per capita up no matter what I tried. Probably because I just had too many unemployed. That was the number one issue that I was running into here, was the number of unemployed that I was constantly getting each and every single year, because I'm getting so much population. I didn't even change the workforce ratio, okay? That's how bad it was. I didn't even change my workforce ratio to women's suffrage because I could not keep up with the demand. That's why I needed more construction. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, more construction doesn't necessarily mean more GDP. It's mostly due to your population and the GDP per capita. Yeah, that's very true. Unfortunately, I couldn't force up my GDP per capita because of the stupid number of unemployed, because I didn't have enough construction to employ them. If I had more construction, if I could maybe 40,000 construction, then maybe I could keep up with the population growth. So this actually kind of backfired on me a little bit. I grew so fast, I could not keep up. I'm actually impressed at how hard it was to keep up. Only 360 million gainfully employed. I know, only, right? That's more than most people get in their populations at the end of games. Almost a billion loyalists. I would have liked to hit a billion. That would have been wonderful. Ooh, that would have been a great number. What else do I need to show? Oh, my companies, my trade. Let's take a look at the trade. Well, we're almost back to the 800,000 mark for groceries. Almost back to the 800,000 mark for tools. If I had more time after I screwed up the subventions, I could have probably hit 1 million. Damn. That would have made for a better ending, I think. My mistake. I make a lot of goof-ups. I can't help it. My companies, however, are fantastic. 4 million for textiles, 6.6 million for food, 2.2 million for paper, 4.10 million for motors, 4.98 million for Chinese steel, 6.7 million for metalworks. Canal company sucks, whatever. 3 million for home goods. Everything is looking good. What's my reinvestment looking like though? 17 million reinvestment. Yeah, I could pause my construction to get all of my extra money back, and it wouldn't even matter. In fact, oh yeah, my joke. I was gonna do a joke, wasn't I? Oh yeah, we were gonna raise taxes, we're gonna lower military wages, we're gonna raise all of our taxes up here, and then we're gonna get rid of all of our subsidies and subventions. And there we go. No more subventions. Bye-bye subventions. This is gonna be a really mean joke, and I'm not making fun of anybody specifically. It's just this is how it's done. Okay, this is just how it's done. All right. Look at that number, okay? I'm gonna put that in my thumbnail, bro. I'm literally gonna put that in my thumbnail. And it's gonna be hilarious. It's going to be it's gonna be a good joke. I'm gonna... I know I shouldn't do this, but spoofs are... it's meant to be lighthearted, okay? I know I'm making light of the situation a little bit, but, I mean, these are friends I'm talking about here. Okay? These are people I consider friends. Not even peers. I consider these people friends. So I'm allowed to lightly rib them. Okay? So we're just gonna do that real quick. Get that number up as high as humanly possible. Beautiful. 31. We're not done yet. We got those subsidies to deal with, okay? Let's get those subsidies dealt with. Alright, alright, alright. No more subsidies for you, my friend. There we go. And everything else is looking good. Okay. How's that for a screenshot? Plus 41 million. I'm putting that in the thumbnail. I know, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I'm gonna put that population in the thumbnail too. Oh. And I guess, no, we're not gonna put the construction in there. That's not as high as it could be. Again, if you go wide as China, you should be in the 40,000, even 50,000 range. 27 is not that good for Qing. But again, I was playing tall. Tall, unfortunately, comes with restrictions, and I ran into a limit as a result of the restrictions. And because of my population maxing, despite the restrictions, the unemployed prevented me from getting my GDP up very high. I tried so hard, and I got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, because in the end, it doesn't even matter. Well, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. This one was definitely a wacky one. I didn't really try hard that much. I mean, you might call me sweaty, but I could have done so much better. I made so many dumb mistakes. The subvention mistake, I'm not even going to show you that, okay? 10, 20 years ago, I ended up taking my subventions off because I'm like, oh, well, I could probably get my money back if I did that. That was a bad, bad mistake. I went from 800,000 groceries to 400,000. And obviously getting the subventions back put me back in the market, which is good, because that definitely raised my standard of living, because it raised the productivity of the food. It raised the productivity of the tools. Believe it or not, getting rid of the subventions lowered my GDP to almost 4.8 billion. Like right here, right? That was bad. That was a dumb mistake. I could have reloaded and nobody would have known, but I don't do reloading, so that's just to let you know. I actually do play all the way through and I do not cheese. Well, I don't reload cheese anyways. I do other types of cheese, but I don't reload cheese. Anyhow, I think this is a good stat line. This will be a good meme line. 41 million. I think it's going to be hilarious to put in my thumbnail. I can't wait. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my evil clickbaity video. I really do hope you enjoy it. Good night, everybody. I hope you enjoy playing Victoria 3 in spite of my goofiness. I hope you take good care of your family. Make sure to give them an extra hug today. If you're safe to do so, make sure to forgive them just a little bit harder today if you can. Beyond that, thank you for watching. Hail Hydra Cat.